I am guessing we're going to die.
I don't know about that.
I have no idea. This module, I've consistently failed to predict how threatening different types of enemies will be.
Just
So
assume more than you thought, and you'll be like, yeah, we're good.
I rolled very, very high to hit that shit, and still didn't hit it.
Yeah, I mean...
And then I believe I opened the door, and there were two more bad guys in there.
So if I remember correctly, I think we were still on the middle of your turn. So my suggestion was going to be that you open the door, go, nope, close the door, and just wedge your shield in there to block it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can deal with them later if we have to.
Yeah. I mean, if we could just avoid it entirely, that could also
would be great. Just
that would be
lock them in
amazing.
the closet.
Well,
And
one of the there are two
forever.
people in there, and I assume one of them will eat the other at some point.
They'll live there forever.
Why does Ross, the largest friend, not simply eat the other five?
Oh boy. And as per usual, chat, if you can help us with levels as we're just chitty-chatting, that would be super-duper. Always appreciated. I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know what? Things get all screwy sometimes.
Heads up, you guys didn't try talking, and you haven't attacked them yet. You know, that's fair. Everyone always looks at the Gorgons, and you're like, oh shit, it's a Gorgon, let's kill them.
It's so easy to judge a Medusa based on its appearance very briefly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's
It's like, you walk in and you instantly cover your eyes like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, it's so rude. I'm sorry, I'm covering my eyes.
I'm a Medusa. Don't look at my body.
Pulling a Perseus and stopping them with the shield by lodging it into the door would be pretty good.
It would be pretty good.
And similarly be stopping the Medusas with a shield.
Do I? I don't have shape stone. Damn.
Oh, to just be like, get rid of the door.
Yeah.
Shape stone. It's like, oh, Tavin's still alive after all. Now he's just a stone form. Hey guys, I'm
back.
okay.
Wow. Your ancestor comes back again. Wow, I didn't see this coming, that you would be a stone ooze elf. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh,
I got nothing here. I'm no stonemason.
Heavens. Don't worry, gang.
Medusa's immune to. Let's take a looky, Lou.
I've got plans.
Me.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared, because I don't.
Yeah, I know. I think my plan is just going to be dinosaurs galore. We're just going to cover the battle.
My plan involves
Jurassic Park this bitch.
Yeah, really.
My plan involves making a lot of attack rolls.
Yeah.
My plan my plan involves Will's plan of bringing in more dinosaurs and turning into more dinosaurs so that we can just block up this entire hallway forever.
God, let me look this up. Can I turn someone else into a dinosaur? Polymorph.
Can I turn me into a dinosaur by, like, focusing really hard?
Can we?
Let's see here.
I probably can't.
That'd be pretty fun.
Range.
Should say in the range.
It doesn't say.
Is it just personal then? Like range you?
Let's see here. It doesn't even say. It says nothing for range at all. Let's see here. Channel the primal forces of nature to transform into a large animal battle form, specifically that.
It must be just you then.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a range, I'm going to assume that's just you.
Yeah, it keeps on saying you, so that to me would be interpreted as me only, which does make sense, but like, man, it could have been really good to be like, Tavin, you out of spells? No worries. Dinosaur!
Kids, only who can prevent forest fires? You have selected you, referring to me. That is incorrect. The correct answer is you.
That's true. Mearshroom's right. It would be an ooze dinosaur. You'd be like a tar dinosaur.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
That'd be
Bone
pretty
and tar.
badass.
I'm what happens to your lungs when you smoke cigarettes.
Oh my god.
Or-
This is your brother on ooze.
Ghoul.
You don't like to do anything anymore, and I'm just like flattened against the couch.
What was
Ooh, the
Ghoul
music
about that?
changed.
Weird guy, sure, but Ghoul?
Bro, you put the stink in extinct.
Oh, jeez.
Damn. How am I gonna come back from that one?
You won't because you're extinct. Weed, never once.
Never once.
Just believe in your heart that you can soar like a Tyrannosaurus.
That's Tyrannosaurus are known for. They flap their arms and they fly.
That's what they're known for these days.
These days.
I mean, they flap, but you know they don't really get anywhere.
Let's see here. I'm not seeing any requests for
There are no complaints.
for audio levels and things, which is great. How's that music, chat? I always have trouble with the music because I never really know.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
This music is a little Banjo-Kazooie. I like it.
Yeah.
Yee.
It is Crisis by Kevin MacLeod.
Oh,
Everything is Kevin MacLeod. Because it's
everything.
free.
He's very talented.
And doesn't eat up my account space.
That's true. Yeah, music will chew up your space, but
Mm,
maybe it's is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll ask the age-old question. Hey, Kiane,
Hey, me.
what happened last time on the Slithering?
The way when you said that for a half second, I thought you said the angel question. I was like, aw, you. Last time on the Slithering, you all made your way to the Archive of the Sun, trying to end this once and for all. You teamed up with your frog tribe buddies, and you've more or less made your way through, slaughtering everyone in your path and losing some friends along the way.
Oh.
Unfortunately, like Smoongi. Smoongi's dead.
Oh, Smoongy.
At least
We shall miss you.
At least Boonji's okay.
Boonji's up.
Yeah, Boonji and Grunji are a-okay. They've taken no damage. We're going to sort of rewind time just a smidge.
Good.
So,
That's exactly what I wanted. So I would like to not open that door.
so not like that, no.
Damn.
Not that far back. What we are going to do is, Tavin, as you open the door, your eyes meets with this lady, who you can easily deduce as a Medusa. Give me a fortitude save real quick.
You can
Oh,
deduce
God,
it.
I've deduced the Medusa. Shit. Well, do I get a bonus because I only have one eye?
I'll think about it.
Oh!
Alma?
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not terrible.
thought you had rolled
right.
badly, and I just hadn't seen it, but based on your reaction. But no, I guess it was okay.
This woman here right in front of you reaches a hand out as you open the door. She gestures towards you and says, "Please, be still." And you feel like something's supposed to happen, like she is using some sort of ability, some sort of Medusa power. But you feel pretty good.
What would that be? I immediately cover my good eye, and I'm like, sorry, the wrong door. I didn't mean to interrupt your prayers.
This one rushes over. Shh, be quiet. And she tries to pull you in, actually. More like, not like to kill. You get the vibe this isn't a murder pull. This is a get you in this room pull.
Oh.
Do you resist it, or do you just let it happen?
I let it happen. I'm not one for judging people based on appearance.
So they're able to do that sneakily enough. The battle is raging on, so no one will immediately notice. And she takes her hand away from your mouth. We're not here to cause any trouble.
Great.
Oh, good. You're not here to kill us or anything.
Oh God, no. Look, I got very scared for a moment, but I've been scared since I opened the door to this place, not this specific door. This specific door, I can't say I was surprised at this point, but anyway, what are you doing here?
Well, our leader brought us here in hopes of taking over the city. We are with the Aspis Consortium, but
damn it! Come on, don't tell me that.
Well, we found out recently that this whole plot was organized by the previous leader of our group, and that doesn't really sit right with us. We're a trading company. We take advantage of things where we can, but I don't believe that we should be out here intentionally getting people killed just to gain favor with the city. There's other ways you can do that.
Seems bad for business, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well, their plan was to sort of manufacture this disaster and then come out as heroes when most of the humans in the city are dead.
And how's that working?
she does a sort of kind of hand wave. I'll admit we didn't expect your party to come and interfere with things, and to be frank, I'm glad you all did.
Hey, that thing out there, I noticed some googly eyes posted on the brain. Do you guys think you could do anything about that? If you, made eye contact with it, that would actually be very helpful.
Give me a diplomacy check.
I will do that.
Hey?
Hey,
right.
that's a number.
Good.
They sort of look at each other and kind of cross their arms. You can tell they're kind of thinking about it. We really wish to stay out of this fight. That's why we're locked up in here.
Mm-hmm.
We were more or less going to wait until you all finished and then sneak out. We didn't think anyone would come inside this room with that monstrosity out. No, it's all right.
You're not the only people looking for a place to hide. Yeah, no, my siblings are out there, currently engaged in pitted combat against that wooden fellow. Would it even work? And while he's saying this, he is still covering his good eye, just the entire time. He's like, I'm not.
They think about it. We've never tried on a golem, but we're not going to find out and get ourselves killed.
Yeah,
but
I guess that's fair.
You seem nice enough, so if there's anything you wish to know, any other way we can assist, then perhaps we could do something about that if you promise to tell no one that we're in here.
Oh, yes, no, you're not in here, and I was never in here, and I'm A-okay with that right now. That actually works out just great for me.
All right. Well, what do you wish to know?
Well, I reach into my coat and I pull out a pamphlet. Have you heard the good word?
The one in front of you takes it. No.
Well, just something to think about when we get out of all of this.
All right. Was that all? Did you just want to hand us this pamphlet?
Well, for now, mostly. Where do you know where your old leader has gotten off to? Has he left the city, or what's going on with him?
We believe he was turned into some sort of awful ooze. He was human and succumbed to it.
Of course, yeah. That's been happening a lot.
So out of character, you all know who the leader was. That was Tummel Jabrin. He was the fire. He was way back in. Yeah, that was him. But someone else is, from what you've gathered, someone else is running this whole shtick now. The
see.
plane did not collapse because he died.
I see. Well, is there anything like beyond the wooden brain fellow out there? Is there anything else we need to worry about in that last room?
Our new boss, probably. Her name is Paga Nikahine. She's I'll type that name out because it is an interesting name, which I probably didn't say correctly. But whatever. She's been running things ever since. She's been trying to figure out how this temple works. We've mostly stayed out of it. That sort of thing isn't really our forte.
Anything about her that we should know?
They think about it for a minute. Let me just make a little. Let me see if they remember check. Okay. Yeah, she tends to keep her distance in battle. She's the one who will sort of order troops in to, take you head on while she casts spells from the back. I recall her dabbling in illusion magic, maybe?
Okay.
So keep your eyes out for, I suppose, that kind of thing.
Yes, that itself is very helpful. It will help me hopefully see through those illusions. Anyway, yes, I'll leave. My name is Tavin, incidentally. I'm going to get out of here and just read over that pamphlet and give it a little thinky think.
Well, it's not like we have anything better to do while we wait, so.
Exactly. Things should quiet down here pretty soon, hopefully. One way or another. Anyway.
Alright, well, best of luck to you all.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna hang out in here for a minute. I need to catch my breath. I got this new shield, and it's apparently very heavy.
It looks very heavy. We don't have much here. We have some treasures and some loot that we've, been able to gather, but nothing that could...
Oh, no, that's yours. Don't worry about it.
Very well. We will take it on our way out as soon as things calm down.
Yeah, y'all need to make some sort of profit out of all of this, I'm sure.
Struggling business, terrorism, that.
Wow!
Yeah.
Boonji!
Meanwhile, outside the door, the battle rages on.
Where's my boy Boonji?
Hey!
He's right down here.
Yeah, Boonji!
Can you guys see his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, you can see his name. All right, cool. It's important that you can see him.
Yeah.
All right, so that can go away. All right,
God,
cool.
why is this fucking golem here? This is such a clusterfuck.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. All right, anyway. So yeah, these ones are going to move forward. They see that, man, it's crowded. Seeing as how all of this is going on, they're going to stay close to the chief. They want to keep him alive for obvious reasons, but they might have some sort of ranged something they can do. Let's see.
Yeah, bust out some slings.
Yeah, I'll sling him.
Bust out some slings. See if you can't break the glass that's got all that brain
Yeah,
juice
actually
in
they
it.
do. They have
Brain juice.
they have javelins, so they're gonna pull up their javelins.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So this first one is going to shump.
Does he shump?
He does shump, and that's a crit. So
Yo! Wait! Fucking Boonji!
Boonji!
alright, so let me double check some stuff, because I have to open up mini character sheets now.
Yeah, no. There's
Oh
like
jeez.
8 different kinds of creatures out here.
A little bit. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, so yeah, his javelin flies true and it sticks perfectly into the wooden part of this thing's body. But even with that crit, it doesn't really seem like it did much of anything. Grundy's gonna try though.
Piercing is not the way to go on this guy.
But it'll let me. And unfortunately, he misses. Tabitha's turn.
Alright, I'm going to spend all 3 of my actions to burn my free 4th level spell slot for summoning what is this thing called? Pachycephalosaurus. Which
Yeah,
in itself
right.
is a spell.
Dinosaurs in here, baby.
You summon the Pachycephalosaurus and Woozle,
Yeah, right there.
and I can go wherever you want it.
He is just gonna go right there because he doesn't get a choice. There is no room elsewhere.
I like how two-dimensional he looks.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Does he just go now? I always forget.
I always forget also.
I think.
I want to say
think
he gets to go.
I think they went on the turn you summoned them, but they only get 2 actions.
Yes, that is correct. They only have 2 actions, which is more than fine. So, yeah, if that's the case, I'm gonna have him smack him with his skull. So let's see here. It's oopsies.
Oh, is Pachycephalosaurus the headbutt dino?
Yeah, he sure is. So first attack.
Probably not.
Probably not.
22. No.
All right, that's okay. And then he'll do his second swing, which is a +6 instead.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, maybe.
Right, not.
Oh.
Ow.
Fucking useless ass dinosaur.
Stupid. Extra.
Oh.
I guess it's an
Well, if
extra target.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 65 hit points, so like he can take hits for us, which is good. That's my turn.
Okay, let's see. God, golly. All right, he is going to bounding leap, boing, and he's gonna kind of boing up here to the best of his ability. And he's gonna try to swack at it with his great club.
Ooh, he probably has a little bit of flanking
And he's
with
whacking,
Albrin.
he's swacking.
22 is not good enough. That's all he gets to do. The spellcaster frog's turn is.
I know, I'll cast enlarge person.
No! Let's see. Because I know they have spells. Yeah, they're both gonna try to acid splash it from back here. Yeah, both of those super miss, but they're not going to move anywhere. Wendica's turn.
Alright! I still haven't opened my character sheet like a dumbass. Get that open right
Just
now.
have like the loading icon on Wendica's face.
Yeah! Well, I'm already in a pretty advantageous position, all things considered, so I'm gonna stay here as soon as my character sheet stops breaking. Ah, there we go.
Oh!
Please,
Yeah.
please hit. One of those is stunning.
Those'll hit. Both of those gotta hit.
Yeah, they had.
Okay. One of those is stunning, so fort save.
Is this
For
thing
DC
affected
21?
by... I don't see why it wouldn't be affected by stun, but I'll double check. Because it does have a lot of immunities. Let's see. Okay, fortitude save?
Yes.
And that's to beat what?
20, I think?
20, right?
21.
21? Alright, that's a 27, so it is not stunned. Fuck! But it does take the might of your fists. They dig into its, like, wooden flesh, and some of the glass and stuff starts breaking, and you feel like you're doing pretty good with that.
Alright. Well, oof.
Oh yeah, you guys were flanking. I'll remember that too.
So,
Not like it mattered for those 30s, but it'll probably matter for some other things.
There we
24
go.
plus 2 from flanking?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, remember when I said last time that I rolled
Fuck.
well and it did not matter?
He's a real puffy.
Oh, boy.
Don't worry, I've got an idea.
Alright, the lizard's turn. Golly, what's the lizard gonna do? Golly gee willikers. Because he was trying to sort of shove this thing more into the room to make some room in the hall, but...
Just saying, I've noticed that our golem friend is not on the turn order.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, he goes after the lizard. He's next.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Do you not see him?
Oh,
I
I
don't see
see
him on
the
the turn
curse
order.
breaker.
No, I see Curse Breaker.
Huh.
Is he perhaps...
What happened to him?
Huh.
Well, I'll just
Usually-
re-roll his initiative.
If we can't see him, usually it's either because he's GM layered, which I guess we can see
No,
him,
he's
so
right
that
there.
shouldn't be it. Or did he somehow get moved to the map layer, perhaps?
No, he's on the... I will re-roll his initiative and just put him wherever. Yeah.
Wherever.
Oh, good. 16, so he is... That's good for you all. He'll go basically at the end.
Hey!
Hooray! Alright, the lizard's turn. Yeah, I guess the lizard's just gonna go for some fucking attacks. He's going to rear his tail back and just start fucking slapping him. Let's see. Almost hits. That hits. Okay. And this third one, I might as well. Okay, no. But the golem takes 13 bludgeoning damage as the tail whacks him across the back.
Hey!
Ghostbreaker's turn. Ghostbreaker, as we know, is pretty tough, so he'll probably hit.
Curse
Yeah,
breaker
he's
throwing
just-
hands. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god, is that a crit?
Oh, I hope so.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
Holy moly. Okay, so he deals double that. That's 42 damage.
Spicy.
But as this critical hit... Oh, you know what? I forgot to do it. You know what? It doesn't matter for them because that didn't do damage, but this one does damage. Something happens to the golem. I need to roll a spicy number.
Spicy number.
Did I make a macro for...
Flamin' hot Cheetos.
Yeah, as the Curse Breaker punches one of those things, so Wendica and Tabitha, and Albrin, you guys can see this. It lands a hit right on one of its tubes. It's got lots of... Let me see if I can pull up the big version of this again to adequately show you all. It's got a lot of tubes.
Look at all them tubes.
Ooh, chemical
Yeah,
golem.
see?
So let me show this guy again. So as you can see, he has tons of different colored tubes. All of these are full of different liquids that you assume do something. One of them is going to explode open.
Oh.
Yeah, uh-oh, indeed. So I need to... Did I really not make a... You know what, it's just a d6, so whatever. I have to roll from this table to see what kind of thing happens.
Oh. It sprays healing juice all over everybody.
Looks at Albrin's HP. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, indeed.
That
Basically, you're all going to have to make reflex saves here in a second, so get
That's
that
Oh,
ready.
oh, Lord. Okay.
Albrin's good at those.
Quickly looking up my resistances.
Roll on the
I do have
Wendica's
acid
not
resistance, so if it's
bad.
acid, maybe.
Okay,
Well,
so I need to roll some electricity damage.
Fuck!
So first off, everyone give me... Can I
Reflex.
just do this? Yes, give me a reflex. Oh my god. Give me a reflex save.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, good save from Wendica.
Oh, I really wish that was me.
Mitt. Oh,
Woo!
fuck!
Hey, that's twins for you.
Twin Spices. Oh, poor Tabitha.
Okay.
Your reflex save is a
So-
17?
I'm an agile
fort-
little boy.
Wow.
My fourth save is a 17, so I feel that.
At the most recent level up, my reflex went up to, like, master proficiency.
Oh.
Okay. So, the electricity just zaps out and is going to... Oh god, I have to roll a bunch of reflex saves because it's everyone within 5 feet of this thing, so that's all...
those
Oh, my. I can roll for my dinosaur. Don't worry.
Everyone around. Okay. So first I'm going to take care of the player characters because that's important. So Wendica and Albrin, you both pass. You take 21 points of damage. Tabitha,
Oh, God!
I see
Tabitha,
there
you
is
take
there is
43 points of electricity damage.
Cool.
there's
So Wendica and Albrin take 23, you say?
21. So I
21.
assume that
21.
there is no
Oh.
there's no like free lunch for a crit success
Oh, maybe.
because we both definitely critically succeeded.
Wow. That is an absurd amount of damage. One of the few times I'm in melee. Jesus.
Let me see, because it's just a basic save, so that usually just means half damage, but I'll double check the rules.
I'll subtract the 21 for now.
Oh, okay, critical success. You take no damage from the spell hazard or effect that caused you to attempt to save. So never mind. So just you guys effortlessly dodge between the electricity, so you get your health back. Forget I said anything. Tabitha, though, takes the full 43 points of electricity damage.
Oh, Tabitha.
Yeah.
All right, so let me start rolling for these individual people. Okay, so let me do Curse Breaker real quick.
Listen, Tabby's all or nothing. Either nothing happens to her in a fight, or she gets fucked up.
It's okay. I'll go soon. I can clean this up. I can fix it.
Jesus.
I can fix it. Does this count as magic?
Yeah, my Pachycephalosaurus rolled the same as me, so I know he got fucked up too. He got summoned, was like, oh god, what, why this?
Just like all of the dinosaurs that we've summoned.
At least this one wasn't summoned exclusively to be eaten by
true
crazy bridge snakes.
God.
Okay, so the Croak Chief just barely makes a save. He takes the 21 points of damage. Curse Breaker. Let me double check something because there's rules. Because he'll either take damage or he'll take no damage.
Oh man.
As a construct.
Let me double check.
As a construct, naturally he gains HP equal to electrical damage since it's just like putting jumper cables on him. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Not electricity.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah? I can still flank with the lizard, so
Yeah.
please get some space.
Well, magic. No, not you. Okay, no, he'll take the damage. So he fails, so he'll take that.
Oh.
Ouch.
He'll take that full 43, and he's looking bad. He's looking bad news. Bad news bears. All right. And the lizard is all that's left. Yep, the lizard.
Oh no,
Little
he's
Lizardo.
fucked.
Maybe. Nope, he passes the save, so he just takes 21.
Oh god. Oh, lizard, we're in
The Curse
it now.
Breaker still has to punch the shit out of this guy, because that was just one action. So,
Oh no, don't hit it again, are you crazy?
that beats. Okay, so he takes another 13 damage. Third time. That one misses. Albrin.
Woo! Well, spicy number indeed. Let's see. I wonder if I should assume, based on how that javelin hit before, that it might be resistant to piercing damage.
Yeah, I think he's got DR on piercing.
Kiane, do you have any notion what sort of action it takes to take a rune from one weapon and apply it to another if I wanted to swap to my nunchuck in combat?
Yeah, I double-checked. That takes like a day. That's like something you sit down and work on.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, well...
I think we BS'd it earlier, but then I double-checked. I was like, let me check how runes work. And yeah, that's something you do in your off time.
Okay,
Or it takes like a few hours. It's not something you can do in the middle of a fight.
Okay, I thought maybe it was like a keychain.
Nah, it's, you like etch the rune in, so it takes like work.
Okay,
That would be cool, though.
Well, let's see. I wonder if constructs are immune to precision damage also, although it wouldn't really matter if there were. There's nothing I can do about that either way.
If you want to learn about it, you can make an Arcana check. Tabitha's Arcana check revealed that it is weak to sonic damage, but anyone else is welcome to try that kind of check. Or crafting, because it is something you can make. So if you're good at crafting or Arcana, you can maybe learn something else.
We also learned that it's immune to magic, correct?
Correct.
Try... Oh, yeah. I'll try a crafting check. No, I don't know shit.
No, I'm afraid not. We've got 2 actions left.
Alright, well... I certainly want to attack it at least once, so I'll go ahead and go in for a rapier stab.
30 hits. Okay, so Oh wait, that's magic damage. Never mind about resistances. Hey, Albrin.
Yeah.
How do you finish off the alchemical golem?
What the fuck?
This has slightly less HP than I thought. Okay.
You guys speeded up a whole bunch last time, and Cursebreaker's been doing a lot of the work, so.
The Cursebreaker's last hit, I feel like socked this thing, it like broke its connection. And I think the golem momentarily kind of eased down to the floor just low enough for Albrin to land a sneaky rapier straight up into its top dome, skewering into the soft, completely unnecessary brain, and causing that gross green liquid to slowly drain out on the floor.
All that definitely happens.
Tavin, congratulations, Albrin. You've performed a lobotomy.
Risky surgery.
Yeah.
All right.
I learned from the best.
I immediately point at the Cursebreaker. Stop!
Give me an Arcana check.
You sack of shit.
It's got like its foot off the ground. Stop! It's like, eh.
Stop!
30. Yeah, it looks like it's about to move, and then it does as you command.
Don't. She keeps pointing at it. Don't you dare move. I need to cast a
Cursebreaker.
It stops and looks at you.
You put his nose in it.
I'm going to burn another 4th level spell to cast Vital Beacon.
Cast time 1 minute.
So I'm sitting here doing my thing. Don't mind me.
Speaking of doing my thing, I'm going to do my thing and cast Area Heal 4.
You'll need to be out of that room.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's like walls in the way.
Yeah,
pretty sure it doesn't
like
go through walls.
30-foot dome or something like that. Oh, okay. All
Well,
right.
well, you need to be like visible because like you got to consider these are walls, like all this black.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 30
Yeah, no
foot.
magic. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, yeah, but like it's still blocked by
Some
walls.
magic has line of effect.
Alright.
Albrin's gonna, while Tabitha is getting ready to heal us and Tavin as well.
Everybody
Albrin,
get 23 of your health back.
God bless.
lovely. Albrin's
Who all does that
going to.
encompass? Is that? Let's see. So definitely.
That's
him.
everyone who is currently alive in this room.
And that's what 23. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
my dinosaur.
Yep.
Nice. Albrin's gonna, with Tabitha having momentarily stopped the Cursebreaker from crazy running ahead, Albrin's gonna take a closer look at the damage that it's sustained and try to kind of figure out, like, is there any way to mechanically or magically repair this construct?
Yeah, you'll have to give me an Arcana check. That's when it comes to golems and things like that. It's Arcana, especially if it's like magically inclined.
Am I able to use crafting, or does it have to be Arcana?
So this is a little different. While that other thing is like a man-made golem, like it was put together with like duct tape and elbow grease.
Yeah.
This thing is more on the magic side as far as constructs
I see.
go.
All right. Well,
So
then it's a
it
bit
will
of a
take-
shot in the dark, but he may as well try.
I will. Well,
Nah.
let me double check because I do have a thing that says
Yeah.
all of this stuff.
I will also study it because Tabitha is like, we need to fix this thing right now.
You know what? It does say Arcana and crafting in general. So yeah, you can do if your crafting is better than Arcana, you can just reroll and take that.
I'll try a carved.
Yeah.
It's fine. You
That's fine. I got
17.
my high numbers where they counted more. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
I
In
have
that case, Albrin's just gonna stand here and watch in case something comes charging through this entryway.
all right. I have a 33 for.
Yeah, that's definitely enough. Yeah, Albrin, you're not really sure. You haven't had a lot of experience in your daring do adventures with things like this. But Tabitha, you've read books before, so you know about these kinds of things. What do you want to know? I'll give you one piece of information.
How do we fix him?
After looking through it, after kind of inspecting him and sort of just looking at how this thing is made, you think that acid will do the trick.
acid.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Spells, do I?
I'm looking to see if I have any just straight up, like...
Acid. I don't... I have fire and electric. I have, like, everything but acid. Shit.
The chief comes up to the Curse Breaker and sees it's in really bad shape. It seems this construct is nearing its end. We don't have much time left.
Yes, indeed. I'm sorry. Excuse me, friends, you are able to cast, little splashes of acid, correct?
Oh, yes, we can do that.
I need you to just rinse this guy, and just points the Curse Breaker. Just non-stop, keep rinsing him with acid. Trust me on this.
They look at each other confused. They look to their chieftain for, like, is this cool? He is kind of like, huh, but he trusts you guys to know what you're talking about. And yeah, they're gonna start casting some acid splashes on him. So let's see, how much time do you guys want to spend on this?
I mean, I spent a minute casting.
Okay.
So, maybe.
So I guess they can take roughly the same minute unless and until.
Okay, so
interrupts
that's
us.
a minute. Okay, so that would be 10 rounds to spell. Okay, so they can each do it, so 20 times total.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a cantrip? Oh yeah, it is.
There is.
Yep.
Just a little spell,
And
just
then-
a 2-action spell.
Well,
so
then
I guess
we're
technically it's less than 6 seconds, but I'm gonna do it 20 times and
I mean, you could probably just do
1 times 20.
yeah, whatever
they-
whatever
Whatever the die is, if it's, I don't know how much acid damage it does, but you could do 20d whatever.
Yeah, you're right. That's way better. Here, I'll make this a public roll.
Ooh.
So it's just a D6 for the basicest of acid splashes, but they're going to restore 48 hit points.
Look at all those ones!
What?
And the Curse Breaker, while not up to full hit points, does look a lot better. A little more green, perhaps, but some of the cracks have healed up.
All right, I am going to use one of my beacons on
A really bad Shadowrun roll.
There's a lot of ones.
Albrin. You heal this. You will heal
bless.
20. Yeah, I'm gonna use the next one on me. Sorry, gang. Yeah, 48 for myself. 16. That's 16. Okay. And now I've got D6s and D4s.
I might save the remaining ones because you might waste some of it if you use it now.
Yes.
Fair.
Yep. So, all right. I have two more, like, in case of emergency, interact heals. So,
Gotcha.
All right.
So Vital Beacon's a divine spell. Are you a divine spellcaster?
it's primal as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, then yeah, if it's primal, then it doesn't matter what else it is. Okay, cool. Just checking. I was like, wait a minute.
Switch that.
Healing.
I hadn't switched it over, but I looked in on my spell.
Yeah, it's all
list and
good.
It's primal, so
Fair enough.
I will double triple check that, but it should be.
Just like, sister, we feel so much better. Actually, that's not how it works.
Hold on.
Oh, my wounds have opened up.
Oh, I missed.
Now, when we've been here before, right? Am I remembering correctly that both these doorways lead to the same room beyond?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think if everyone's in position, yeah, Albrin gives a like tactical SWAT team nod to Wendica and to Boongi and Groongi, and
Ooh.
gonna move up here, and I think Albrin's gonna try to be the first one into this room along with Wen.
I have more health, so we might as
Okay,
well do it.
I
Yeah.
can just send in the Pachycephalosaurus to take the first hit.
Oh, true.
You do whatever you want.
That's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, we don't know what Tavin knows, so we don't actually know if there's anyone in here or what.
Bad person in there probably does illusion magic. God told me.
all right.
You know, there was a time when I would have said Well, that's awfully suspicious, and probed you for more information, but frankly, with everything I've seen in the past few weeks, I'll just take that at face value. Thanks, God. Let's go, sister.
Dinosaur.
Okay, so it's gonna need to make some kind of check. Cause these are like a stack of boxes that are like.
Oh, my bad. I thought
I
this
see.
was like the door that had fallen
I thought
over.
the
Yeah,
door had
I
fallen
also
over.
thought it was a door.
Oh, it is
okay.
a door that's fallen over. Now that I zoom in and look at it,
Oh.
silly me. Well, then you guys should be able to see everything that's in here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. So you could have just done that the whole time. That's fine. Is this gonna make it dark? Sure is.
Yep. Roll 20 has got a weird bug, and they have yet to fix it.
Okay. Your passive Seth
Holy
whatever
fuck.
bursts into the room and surprises all of these people who are in here. The woman in the back
What the
screams,
fuck is
"What
that?
the fuck is that? A dinosaur? Get it!"
Can it do its, like, clobbering charge?
You know what? Yeah, it gets one thing.
Yeah.
Surprise round.
Let's see here.
Looks at the camera.
Movement within range. All right, so here comes the roll. Oh, initiative just popped up. All right, roll d20.
My God.
Whoopsies, 20 plus.
My
11.
God, what have I done?
Same as it ever was.
Cool.
14 against what?
I guess the slime, because
Probably.
that's what was in front.
Well, I mean, like,
Bad initiative roll,
what
Albrin.
stat, like, what check does it have to make, or number do you have to beat? Is it just like an
Um,
attack roll?
Yeah, it's just an attack roll.
Ew, 14? Oh,
It might actually hit an ooze.
yeah, let me double check.
Oh, what is this, like, hold? Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, sweet. All right, if that's the case. Let's see here. I need to roll my perception initiative. Oh, God bless.
Yep, everyone click your thing.
Damn it.
Let's see here. Bludgeoning damage.
Stupid fucking
Let's see here.
whatever.
Yeah, so it deals 1d10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. What is that? I don't want any of that shit I just rolled up there. Alright.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
10 plus 6. So the slime will take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we need to push him. So I'll just leave him there, I suppose. Because I don't see the benefit in moving him quite yet.
Yep, let me add some good initiatives.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll have him go for that push. There might be something useful that comes out of this. So, roll d20 plus 11. This is an athletic push attempt against the slime. I'm not going to hold my breath.
Has speed as
It's fortitude DC.
Oh, it's fortitude DC. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yep, that makes sense.
No.
No. Mr. Potter.
Not today.
There are
Dungeon
so
number-
many enemies.
This is going to be a time.
I
Does
don't
anybody
suppose-
have any AoE?
I do.
Yeah, do you
I
still have
do.
earth balls? Because that would
Yes.
be chef's kiss.
Yes.
Who even
I
has a garage? I do.
do.
Okay, so who have I missed? Let me.
If you still got your high arcana check in effect, you might also want to tell the Cursebreaker to fucking cool his heels in this room until we kill some of these guys so he
Yeah.
doesn't charge and get murked
Yeah.
immediately.
One of these people has a unique icon.
I sure do.
Pawn
Roll
sure.
their initiative too. Hmm.
The god is telling me that her name is Pagia Sophia.
What?
Correct.
Yes.
Poggy.
Her name is
Paga Nikoyan? I don't know.
That's it. That's the
Pog.
one. Her name is Poggers Neko.
Poggles.
Her name
Oh
is
yeah.
Poggers Neko-chan.
Oh, here's another cool thing I was reading up again. Focus spells are heightened up to half your level. meaning my earth balls are 1 level higher. So yes, I will be able to do okay damage in here.
Cool. Well, Poggia Sophia rolled really high on initiative.
Bitch.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm at the very fucking end with my...
Alright, so let's see. We have the villain, we have the big lizard, we have Tabitha Wendica, we have the Grungi and the Boongi, we have the Croak Chief, we have Tavin, we have the Medusas, we have the guards.
Grishik's on there. Yeah, I think we have everyone.
We have the Swamp Seers, we have Grishik, we have the
I don't think you have the cat mask guys.
They will go on someone else's turn.
Alright.
Okay. Do I have any boss music? I don't know if I do, actually. This one?
It's not in it? Oh, is it not a bloodline spell? Oh, it's fucking... Okay.
This will work for now. It's a little different. Okay, so what can they do? To be honest, I thought that other fight was going to take a little bit longer, and I would have had some more time to look. Oops, that's okay.
Let's see here. What is this? Evocation.
How does... Wait a minute. Wait just a gosh darn minute.
Oh, God, there's so many fighters. How do they expect you to do this if you didn't befriend every fucking NPC in this module?
Yeah. Let's see here. There's got to be something. Cleric.
There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
We might have to try to, like, bottleneck these guys at the doorway or something.
Yeah, that's not unreasonable. Some of those guys might be illusions as well.
That's a fair point, but I'm not gonna bet on it. Yeah. That would be great if that were the case.
Like, I would be willing to bet that the cat face boys are illusions of some stripe.
Oh, I see. I'm a Hingle McDingle. Hold on. I thought it, like, just didn't put in a bunch of numbers it was supposed to, but they're right. Alright, goddamn here. Because they're a certain kind of spellcaster. Okay, so as this dinosaur bursts into this room, Albrin and Wendica, you can see this. She claps her hands and goes...
Alright. I've also realized upon reading further, Earthball does not count as a focus spell. I mixed that up with something else. But I still have enough spell slots to throw rocks, so I will do that.
Alright, it is the big lizard's turn, but he's in the big back of the room!
Move,
this is like the most difficult of terrain. Oh, you know what'll be fun? This will be fun. It's going to scoop his... Wait. No, don't do that. He's going to... Oh, come on. He's going to scoop his froggy brethren up and is going to... where can he go? Let's see. So, 5... This will make everyone's lives easier if I can do this, right? 5... Wendica and Albrin, you're able to move out of the way just in time as this thing crashes through.
Oh, Lord! Okay.
That'll just make things easier. The frogs are cheering and hooping and hollering as they're riding their big lizard. 5, 10, 15, 20,
I mean,
25. They're gonna get that far. Tabitha's turn.
Alright, 1, 2. I'll stand here. I'm going to throw an earth ball. Probably, I bet I can throw it like there and let me...
What's its radius?
That's what I'm going to double check really quick.
I think it's a 20-foot radius, so
Yeah.
you'll probably be able to get, like, pretty much all the enemies in it if you place it right.
20-foot burst. So... oh, wow.
Well, if you put it a little further back, if you put it, like, on this square, then it shouldn't get the guys on the lizard, because they'll be...
Yes, if I put it there, it will hit literally everything on that side of the
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Do
all
it.
right. Yeah, all right. Earth Ball. I will not level it up just yet. Kadoosh. Okay, that brings me down to...
Cool, 20-foot burst, and where are you putting it exactly?
It is
It's here, I think, this square.
here, because
This square,
it will
okay.
only hit the everything... all of this gets hurt, none of our friends.
That is correct. Past Cephalosaurus, you're safe. Okay, so I need to make a shit ton of reflex saves, yeah? And I have to be at a 25. Where's the reflex save?
That was a
And I
pretty
assume
decent
that's for half. Okay.
roll. Yes.
It's a basic, so I assume, just like the thing before, it's
Yep.
critical success means no damage.
Means
but
no damage.
otherwise
It's not a
that,
critical
yeah.
success, but it is a regular old success on someone. So let's see.
I'm also hoping that if these are illusions, that they'll just get blasted out.
That
That'd
would
be
Maybe.
nice.
Mirror image type illusions usually are smart enough to react to damage appropriately so that they're not made worthless by AoEs, but that's a different spell and in Pathfinder 1, so I don't know.
Let me just double check something.
Dun, 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 dun.
BDD.
Wolf.
Alright, looking at my shit, what else am I going to be able to do? Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hanging on to my 4th level slot so that I can become dinosaur.
Come, coconut.
Become coconut.
Become dinosaur.
That's the hope, that's the dream.
Okay, so you launch your ball in. It hits exactly where you want it to. There's a lot of rubble and debris and dust flying everywhere. It looks like some of them respond and some of them kind of don't really respond to what just happened.
Am I able to determine?
Yeah, give me. You can use your last action as a perception check to kind of.
Sure.
Because you guys know about the illusion thing, so you know to keep an eye out for it.
I'll perceive.
Because I would
Watch
wager
this.
that, like,
Well,
anyone
that's
that-
just something Tabitha can do on her turn.
Oh.
Anyone else can perceive on their turn.
I
23?
can perceive the back of Grishik's head.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
I'd wager looking in, like, the dust would be settling on some people. Some people would actually, like, react to it pretty heavily, things like that.
Okay, I'm going to assume it's against this number.
The others are
Okay.
just like their cardboard cutout just kind of falls over.
Yeah, with that 23, you're really keeping an eye out, but with as much dust and as much chaos as going around, you're not entirely sure. You'd maybe have to spend a little more time to kind of figure it out.
Okay. And,
What exactly is up?
all right, and then my dinosaur will start smacking shit.
That's right. We're smacking stuff.
So he only gets 2 actions. So this is against our slime friend here.
Mm-hmm.
Boop-a-dee-boop.
Yeah!
Oh! Excellent. All right. So we just roll damage twice. Yes, that's how it do.
Sure.
All right. So it's going to be 4d10 plus 6, and I'll just roll it twice. Excellent.
Oh, fucking
let's see here.
macadamia rolls up in here.
Yeah, let's see here. And I guess I will just go for a second attack. Does an 18 hit this fine friend?
It does.
The ooze. Yeah.
Yes,
Let me just double check something.
This is all bludgeoning, I should clarify. So.
Okay. Your Pachycephalosaurus needs to make a perception check.
Sure. I'm sure it's good for him.
Dinosaurs, famed for their vision.
I mean, he has scent.
Some of them.
He's got scent. I don't know precisely what that does.
Considering how good the vision of certain birds is, I imagine the vision of some dinosaurs was very good. Hey,
all right. Your Pachycephalosaurus starts kind of like wailing on this thing, but it doesn't really react like it's making contact with anything per se. It kind of waves its like as you're looking at it, there would be some sort of like momentum, things would sort of crash together, but it's kind of just effortlessly waving through this thing, and it looks kind of confused and lets out sort of an aggravated huff.
Wait a minute, that's not an ooze, it's a bouncy castle.
Oh man, I wish he had known that when he did the first headbutt, stupid ass dinosaur. Alright, well then that is my turn, and we know that this is fake.
Well, yeah, it may be that it's just an illusion, or it may have some kind of displacement on it, and it's real, but it's not in the squares that it appears to be.
Huh.
That would be bad.
I'm not sure, but it's Wendica's turn.
Alright. So I don't want to punch the giant slime.
Fair.
Does anybody have any preferences in what I should be focusing on, or should I just...
Not especially.
So I would use... maybe use an action, or maybe use a perception to see if you can hone in on which one of these guys is a real boy, and then start moving into thwack.
Can do. Alright. If I can get... Every time I open my character sheet, my, Chrome is freezing.
Yep.
Why is it doing this?
It's just because, like, Roll20 has a real kerfuffle when doing modules and character sheets. I don't know why.
Because it has all of the information in the Roll20. And
yeah.
What's the perception check
a lot
against?
of links and stuff. It's against whatever the illusion is. So she's looking to see if all the dust is settling on these guys and stuff, right?
Yeah. Correct.
With a 21, you're not really sure.
Okay. Well, in that case, might as well... 5. Get myself into a position to flank.
Oh, be careful. They are gonna swarm you.
Oh, that's fair. That would be fine.
Yeah, that's good. Because that way you've got Boongie and Groongie to back you up.
Alright. Roll 20.
Yep.
Come on.
It's me,
roll 20.
Come
Take a
on.
minute. There's a lot going on.
Tickling Roll20 under the chin.
Eee, hope that's a real boy.
It's like I'm trying to talk to a fucking dog.
Oh.
Well, that 33 very definitely hits. Okay.
And that's a stun, so...
Actually, wait, 33. That's a crit. Okay, so that's 14 damage, and it needs to make a fortitude save. It needs to be 21. That's 28. So it is good. Groongie's turn. The Groongie boys are going to hop off and swarm this guy. They're gonna get this guy, maybe.
Come on,
they crit a
boys.
bunch. Alright, where are you, the Bogard warriors? Yeah, they're gonna go up and just start whacking on him with their club. So, 1, 2, so those miss. 1, 2. Alright, yeah, they're whacking at this guy's very heavy armor, but it doesn't really seem to be having much of an effect. The Croak Chief's turn. He's going to come through. He's going to kick open this door. Ka-chow! He's going to He's going to, let's see, what can the Croak Chief do? Seeing if there's any of his neat abilities haven't shown off yet, because he had a lot he could do.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Nah, nothing especially. He's going to come in. He's going to make... Can you make intimidation checks? He sure can. He's going to come in and go, "Intruders, leave our home. If you wish to..." Well, how do I want to word this?
What should I say, guys?
His glasses and pulls out the script. Hold on, let me look at my notes here.
Let me take that again. Backs up, closes the door again. All right, intruder.
Intruders, if you value your lives, you will leave our home. I'm gonna give him a real intimidation check. Oh, that's a crit. Okay.
Oh!
This guy, so he doesn't have anything to do sort of an area of an intimidation, but I think that's like a feat. But this guy is going to be, honestly, he's going to be frightened too, which is just a nasty fucking thing. Trying to demoralize this guy.
I'm
critical success. Yep, frightened too. All right, so he's gonna be like all bonkers. And let's see, does he have any extra movement? Yeah, he can get in. And he's going to use one attack. Yeah, he has one more. That definitely hits. He smacks this guy for 20 bludgeoning damage. Bonk. Tavin's turn.
All right. Excuse me, Grishik. I cast See Invisibility.
Cast See Invisibility.
Oh.
Convenient.
Oh,
Click that spell, boy, and show me what it does.
I will do it.
Any save or anything I have to make on my end? Just to
I
double
hope
check.
not. You can see invisible creatures.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you see someone come to life right here.
There she is, right in front of you. Oh God, what's
Boongie.
Boongie? Right behind you, Boongie. Next to the Medusas. I cast. Oh wait, that's my turn. I'm just pointing right at her.
All right, the Medusa's turns. They're going to move to sort of get in the way of all the stuff that's going on. It is the guard's turn. This one that is frightened is going to try to slap to save his life before he poops his pants. Alright, so -2 on everything. So he's just going to start swinging his goddamn axe around. Let's see. Oh, that's right. These guys are fucking nasty. Okay. So -2 on this.
I'm so scared.
Definitely hits. Okay, so he deals 21 damage to Grungi.
Holy fuck.
Dealing a mean fucking roll. But he also has... Ooh, yeah, he's going to use his powerful swing ability. If the guard hits with a battle axe strike, they can choose a creature adjacent to the target and within their own reach. The creature takes slashing damage equal to the result of the battle axe's weapon damage dice, which is... Wait a minute, takes damage equal to the result.
Yeah, so whatever the dice roll was, not the modifiers, just the dice roll itself.
Okay, great. Okay. So in that case... Okay. The chieftain is going to take 13 off of that.
What die is he rolling?
What?
Probably.
He's rolling a few dice.
Something.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're nasty. And he's going to go for that shit again.
Axes are usually high dice, and he's probably got it's probably a striking thing, so he's rolling like 2d10 or something.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Okay, so his second strike misses, but his third one connects into Grungi. The axe goes into Grungi, and he flings him across the room, and all that's left is like a bloody frog splatter.
No, Groovy!
And the chieftain is going to take another 14 off the swing of that. Fuck. These guys are mean. I'm glad I forgot that ability before.
How the
well, it only kind of applies in certain situations. All right.
How the fuck does this module expect you to do this without the frogs?
I don't...
We'll go over that maybe
Jesus
after
Christ.
this adventure, because I think we'll have time.
I get the feeling that the tablet was kind of important to this.
Maybe.
All right, so this one is going to go against you, Wendica. So we rolled a 25, and that's your AC, but I know you have that thing.
Oh yeah, Crane repost his ass.
If you want.
I think that'd be wise. Chula?
Yeah?
Are you
Sorry,
going,
I zoned out.
Are you going to do that?
It rolled a 25, which meets your AC, but I know you have a thing that's like, if it would hit and you can make it not hit.
I totally zoned out. Yes.
You're
I
just
would
like
like to do
giggling
that.
in the background. It's like Chula. This is what happens in a horror movie.
Please. Roll 20. Okay. Just needs a second to load, and then I can.
Yeah.
There we go. Woo!
Yep, 25 hits it, so that's 10. So yeah, he goes in for his big axe strike, and you're like, nah, B, and you give him a good old punch. He's going to go for another one. What's the AC bonus that you get from doing that?
It's a +3, I believe.
And is that counted as a reaction? Like, can you do that every time something attacks you, or is it just
it's
like
once
the one?
per turn. Oh,
Okay. Because that might matter quite a bit.
It's a +3, and I can. Oh, I don't think it says, or at least I didn't copy it. I can take a peek, but it
What's it
doesn't
called again?
say. Crane Flutter.
Crane Flutter.
Yep.
Come on, Archives of Nephis, because it'll say right there what kind of action it is. Load.
Let's see here.
It's like I thought it was just once per turn, but I did not copy that.
There you go.
So
Crane Flutter. It is a reaction, so you only get one of those, unless you have a feat that gives you more reactions. Okay,
that
so
tracks.
you take another 14 slashing damage. There are no adjacent allies, so his powerful swing does not.
Ow.
And 22 misses. Okay. Let's see, this guy is going to move into flanking. This one's going to move forward. This one's going to move forward. This one's going to move forward.
Oof.
It is the Swamp Seer's turn. Atop their mighty steed, they're going to just start casting spells. They see this guy who killed poor Grungi, and is now after their chieftain, and they're not going to have any of that if they have anything to say about it. As soon as I pull up a character sheet, here it is.
Just a minute, we're looking at our sheet to see whether or not we have anything to say about it.
Let's see, they both have one of these left. Yeah, they're both going to cast an acid arrow at this guy. So let's see if either of those hit. That first one does, let's see. Okay. So that first one deals 13 acid damage, and then he is now taking 6 persistent acid damage.
Oh, God.
Second one is going to do the same dealio. But that one just barely misses. So now he is frightened and acided for 6 rounds. Unless you can do something about it. Grishik's turn. He is going to... He's gonna... Wait a minute. Did I not put... Oh, I didn't put the Curse Breaker on the turn order. I was like, wait a minute.
Oop.
I'll just throw him on and you can start on the next round. Well, there, you know, that's fine. That works out for me. Alright, Grishik, my boy, my man, my guy. What are you going to do?
You gotta hit something. You gotta clear the way.
Yeah. He's looking pretty rough. He's going to use one of those lesser elixirs of life from before that he picked up from one of the guys. Let me...
Bro, you didn't pop that while we were chilling? I forgot.
Keen forgot.
That's fine. This is funny.
Why can I... Really? You're not gonna... Hold on. Why is the... Okay, why... I typed that in, and it's like, no. It's not gonna show up.
Roll20 is having problems today.
How many hit points is he gonna get back? 15? Okay. That puts him up almost to full. He has one of those left. Alright, and he's gonna start making his way in. It's one action, so 5, 10... 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he sees what's going on with this guy and is going to move in for the kill. Maybe. Nope, 18 doesn't hit. The big cube's turn. The big gelatinous cube's turn. He is going to just stay here and just kind of be in the way of this dinosaur. Albrin's turn. Also, in case you forgot, the yellow dot is for Bless, which I think is still up, and the swirly is Panache, which I believe you still have. Okay, cool.
Now on this most recent round, just to make sure my memory is correct, so we saw this guy clearly is doing stuff because he killed Grungi.
He sure did.
Which of the two or the three adjacent to Wendica actually attacked her?
This one.
From what you saw from there, this one.
The other two didn't do anything.
Okay.
Interesting.
Noted. Yes, interesting indeed. All right. Without making too many assumptions, knowing that there may be illusions at work, Albrin is going to worry less about the people who pointedly have tried to get in the way but not actually opposed us. In fact, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Excuse me, Mr. Dinosaur.
Albrin is gonna... Yeah, excuse me. I guess he can swerve down here. Albrin is going to pointedly attempt to walk through this ooze.
Okay, give me a perception check.
You perceive that you have entered the acidy ooze.
The ooze. Ah! Shit! I was too cocky. All right. Perception.
15. Let me check something.
I mean, you're like directly interacting with it.
Yeah, I feel like if you do it, like you just kind of do it.
Yeah, it would be insane if you walked inside of it. We're not burned, but we're like, oh, I'm dying. It's like, no, you're fine. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, as you walk into this thing, it kind of like slithers and slurps sort of out of your way, like it's avoiding you.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he sort of, as he's walking through the room, he pauses for a step here as this ooze...
Like it kind of parts ways, like
yeah,
Moses
very
in the Red
kindly
Sea.
parts the yellow sea, and he's like, continuing on.
Dances inside the ooze to get it to, like, move around.
He's going to... yeah, he's gonna press his luck. He'll continue on his movement and just walk straight at this guy. I'm perfectly happy to, like, take an attack of opportunity or something if this guy is real and wants to slash me with his axe.
As you walk into this guy, give me another perception check. Since we're in perchance in illusion territory, the way to disbelieve an illusion is to use the seek action, which is just like the look at it action, or to actually interact with something. Then your perception roll has to beat the spell DC of whoever casts the spell.
Gotcha.
So that's how that works. I had to look all that up. I was like, wait a minute. I think after a while you probably just figure it out, but
Those 27 enough to meet the DC? If this is an illusion.
As you move into this guy, he seems like a little hazy. Like he's very clearly there. It's not like he just poofs out of existence, but it's kind of almost like a lower quality picture going on.
Ah, there's your problem. Some of these guards are PNGs, but this one was exported as JPEG.
As a very low quality JPEG.
Yeah. And then he's going to end his movement by trying the same thing with this guy.
Yep, give me another perception check.
Oh.
Yep. Same deal, low-res JPEG.
All right, sister.
The ones that you have discovered as illusions will get a wrench.
Ah.
Well, sister, it appears...
It
appears these gentlemen don't quite outnumber us after all. So Albrin will stand here and just stand in this one and try to stab this guy from behind.
He's like parting around you like the jello, like the jelly did.
Like Moses parting the Red Sea.
So I will say, as you're moving through there, so that'll all happen. But this guy, the one that's been attacking Wendica, does get an attack of opportunity on you for moving through all these spaces.
That's true. Yep.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to fucking click. 18 misses you. Okay, so your thing obviously hits. Let's see, 34. That sounds like it'd be a crit to me, and it is.
Oh! Okay, yeah. Nice. Okay, so that... I don't think the
precision damage? Yeah, I don't think so. So that's 22.
25.
Yeah.
Total, assuming he's vulnerable to precision damage.
Deadly D8.
Oh! I literally would never remember it if people weren't reminding me constantly. Another 5.
Yep, another 5.
And
you stab at this stout armored man.
And I moved. I'll take 2 stabs as my last action. Hasha!
Well, thankfully you're flanking, so yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
So that's another 16. Okay.
Yeah. That's some good shit.
It is now. I might as well. Well, it's not. Actually, at the lizard's turn, it's a certain invisible person's turn that is only invisible to everyone but Tavin. So they're going
pretending like I'm not watching her.
Let me see what some of this stuff actually does.
You can't tell my other eye is lazy. I got hit in the head with a flail once. It was my flail.
That's the real reason why you wear an eye patch, huh?
That was the first time you tried to self-flagellate and kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
You were trying to hit yourself on the back, but you just conked yourself on the side of the head.
Myself in the eye. Yeah, it was bad.
Huh.
Okay, I might have to draw a circle.
I mean, you can also just reveal them, and we can just accept that, like...
Oh, no, it's not that. It's the spell they're doing.
Dun, dun, dun. Bom, bom, bom.
Okay. So it's basically this big. Let me double check how something, because it doesn't say how to resist the spell. It just does it. Let me double check.
That's bad.
Spell is Sphere of Annihilation. Paizo decided one last fuck you to balance.
No, it's not that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, it is.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nope, there is no save. Okay, so
Wow.
to everyone in this purple circle, everyone who is an enemy to the bad guys, all the good guys.
Okay.
You all, it feels like everything's getting darker. You feel a chill run up your spine. You are all frightened 1. So -1 to everything.
And does that recede by 1 every round?
You don't know.
Okay.
So everyone give yourself, what did I think, I want to say frightened was
Does,
sad face.
I forget, does Pathfinder 2 have mechanics for identifying spells when you see people cast them? I'm just curious if Tavin
as
can
they're
roll
cast, I think you have to do it on your. I don't know. I don't know. So for now, I'm going to rule it as like on Taven's turn, he can be like, "What was that?" and then try to figure it out.
Okay.
This shit's fake.
Yeah, everyone is frightened 1 before. As long as you know. Oh, and that only costs 1 action. Okay, well in that case, they can do something else. So let's see. That was Alright, seeing everything kind of going to shit. Tavin, you see this, and no one else does. She starts casting another spell, and let me double check. I know.
Oh, that's right, my dinosaur's scared. Get that scared one.
Look at that scared dinosaur.
Doesn't
Look
know
at
what's
it.
going on.
Yeah.
Scared.
Okay.
I feel like that dinosaur had scared one the moment that it appeared here in this building. It's like, "Rah!" So that's why it's just ramming into shit.
Okay. So, Wendica, you feel a blow of force hit the side of your head, but you only take 6 damage.
Okay, that's not the worst.
And it is now the giant lizard's turn. Let's see.
Oh, is there any way we can mark the ones that we know for certain are
Yeah, that's
real?
what the wrenches are.
They are the ones with
yeah.
the wrenches because I couldn't think of a better one. So the
Fair
ones
enough.
that you have, at least Albrin has been able to prove without a shadow of a doubt, are illusions, are the wrench ones.
Makes sense.
Let's see. This lizard is going to attack this guy right here. If I can find this fucking shit. It's fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
Fucking shit. Fucking shit.
Yeah, he's just going to lay in a bunch of tail attacks. Okay, okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, it is the Cursebreaker's turn.
What came of those, if anything?
It looks like the lizard whacked him real good with his tail a bunch of times. Oh, oops, hold on. Back around. Cursebreaker's turn.
Cursebreaker.
Cursebreaker. He is curse-breaking.
You got to go, Cursebreaker!
Crossfire! Robots in disguise. Oh shit, he's going for the... He's running with the ball back behind the enemy line, going for the touchdown!
It's Tabitha's turn.
Alright. I guess what Tabby will do then... How far away is that? He is in range. I will just do a good old-fashioned shocking grasp. That's a first level spell? That's fucking great. Yeah, I'll just burn my last first level spell for that. That's awesome.
Ooh.
So, boop. 21. He does have the fear thing going on with him.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
This fellow here.
Haha.
Yeah, he sure is feared and poop in his pants. Yeah, thanks
The
to
poop conducts electricity.
thanks to fear that does hit. So yeah,
Cool.
he's going to take that 17 and then the persistent electricity damage because he's
Wearing metal.
also wearing metal.
That's
That's another 2.
That's
Yeah,
Tabby.
that's right. Them
Gets
wearing
to
metal
this
is
guy's-
what fucked them.
God, the electricity and the acid. It gets to this guy's next turn. He's like, all right, time for me to... and just dies.
I'm just going to have my dinosaur, because he's got 10-foot reach, he's going to smack at this guy.
I'm gonna
Notice
have
Mega
my dinosaur cast Shocking Grasp.
That would be amazing.
My dinosaur familiar, I can cast spells through him.
All right.
Oh, does a
Dinosaurs,
28
like,
hit?
actually-
Yeah, definitely.
This is like more hits than any previous dinosaur has ever gotten.
Yeah, he's a
They're
good
coming
boy.
in clutch when it matters most.
So
Okay,
nine
okay.
bludgeoning, and then the second
Uh-huh.
attack. Nope,
Eh.
Nope, no
that's
dice, I'm
okay.
afraid.
That is my turn entirely.
Wendica.
All right. Get back to smacking this guy here.
Punch.
29, that hits. Oh, hold on, before you do anything, those will count as the same action, I guess, anyway.
They do, yeah.
She'll always forget if you like to do this. Do you like to narrate how you defeat bad guys?
I am so bad at it, so I usually
You can try
pass.
if you want. I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to take the opportunity.
Nah, go for it.
Yeah, so as all of this crazy shit is happening, he's getting bapped by dinosaurs and Albrin, and Wendica, you just come in for the kill. You crack him across the head, like to the side. You hear something crack in his skull, and he goes down.
So low. Nice teamwork, Ollie!
Yeah.
The dinosaur is like, yeah, and
it's-
then realizes it's
it's-
not for him, and awkwardly shuffles with his hands.
This lady reappears, but she has an X on her, so she's dead.
Yeah, I forgot. She cast a spell, so the invisibility ends. So she's there.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Well, that's how it works.
This one's been hit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I will whip around and use the rest of my actions on that. That's probably a miss.
Mm-hmm. Give me a perception check, though.
That one too. Sure. 14.
Yeah, you're trying to hit this thing, and he's just ducking and weaving, and one of your fists clangs against his heavy plate armor, but doesn't really seem to do anything.
Gotcha.
Grungy is dead, but it's so funny looking
dead?
at. Yeah, they died a while ago.
Yeah,
This guy killed him.
Grungy did
His
not make
pog's
it.
still there, so that he's on the initiative because he shares his
Gotcha.
turn with Boongi.
That's right. There's only
Alas.
one left. This whole tribe is almost dead. Well, if I can find him, Boongi, Boongle. There you
Right
are.
there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm looking at his character sheet. He's gonna just use all of his like things to just try to fucking get this guy. He is irate. His whole tribe is almost completely there's only like 4 of them left.
Oh.
Is almost completely destroyed thanks to this curse and these fucking guys, and he's like crying and emotional and trying to hit him, but he just can't, even with all that shit on him. You can see the Crow Chief is more stern looking, more serious. He has to be strong for his people, but you can tell that the emotions are sort of getting to him as well, although not as much. So he is going to slap. Let's see.
Kill him.
So let's see. Yep, that is. Oh, let me stop it. There we go. So he deals 14 damage on the first strike. Oh wait, not that one. That one. And that one. And these other ones miss. The frightened is going to go down by 1. Tavin's turn.
Tavin.
Oh boy!
Oh, man,
All
if you
right.
can do, like 2 damage to that guy, he should die.
Um,
I don't know if you have any damaging spells left, but
or at all.
You
well,
can't-
you know, you usually have a crisis of faith in your loadout.
I sure don't right now. I'm
Fair
all out
enough.
of level 3 spells. I've got 1 level 4 left. Hmm.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I mean, you can always
Yeah,
go-
you know what? I take my crossbow out that I stole earlier, and I'm just gonna shoot
Mhm.
that guy.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh wait, no, I actually put that down when I put it down.
Yeah.
I picked up my shield. Damn it!
Oh yeah.
Throw your shield at him!
I mean, you could always.
I can't. It's too heavy. I will instead. I'll start making my way over here. Hey, you! I don't like you.
Yeah?
You got flanking.
You
There's
don't?
Boongi.
Yeah, I don't like you.
I'm so surprised.
16.
That's not gonna hit.
Fortunately, it's not. No.
Even
She expertly dives out of the way.
even with the flanking of a +2.
Yes.
Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, no. Alright, well. That's me.
Alright, the Medusas, let's see, they're going to... They see that Cursebreaker is trying to do what Cursebreaker does, and if I can find their sheet. Not that. There we go. They're going to use all of their movement to kind of get in this thing's way. This guard's turn. Okay, so
Don't do that. Quit that.
Oh, it's there. He's gonna do it.
Hey, quit it.
Okay. So if you're getting robbed, you just tell them no.
Hey,
and then
you know what? You know what? I'm sick of this. Go home. Get out of here.
You're robbing me? Pretty cringe, bro.
Cut all of that out. Quit it. Go home. I'm telling your mothers.
Stop it.
Oof. Oh boy. All right. Well, in his sort of final acts of defiance, he's fighting to the death. Shit's going down, but if he's gonna go down, he's gonna take some people with him. He swings his axe at Grishik, getting a goddamn crit. Going to... He swings his axe and Grishik's head goes flying off.
Oh, shit!
Oh, Grishik.
Oh, we're running out of named NPCs to celebrate our victory with.
Grishik, no!
With
Still
his...
have the lizard for now.
With this powerful swing, he's going to deal 15. He's going to deal an additional 15 damage to the Crow Chief. He's not out just yet, but this guy has a few more attacks.
Oh,
he's going to rear back, and he looks at Boogie.
Oh, you better the fuck not.
25. It's not a crit, but it does hit. 19. There are no Jason Isle.
No, hit your boss.
Boongi. And he is going to go for him again. And he deals another 22 damage and eviscerates poor
No! Oh, Jesus.
But now
I
he
feel
has
sadder
to...
about that than I will if we TPK.
Yeah. I mean, Grishik was a slaver. I don't feel terrible about Grishik dying, but you know.
But he had so much left to live for.
So much atoning to live for. You took
That's
away that
something.
You took away his opportunity to atone. I'll kill you.
Yeah,
I'll take away your opportunity to atone.
He takes that 6 acid damage and that last 2 electricity damage, and he goes down.
Oh my god.
You piece of shit.
What a fucker.
You absolute fuck.
I mean, good for him. He went out like a champ.
Can't help but notice none of the other guards did anything.
Yeah, so let's look at the fuzzy JPEG ones. Keep trying to, Albrin. They just want to get in your way. They don't want you to proceed. They're just kind of moving around you. This one over here is staying put. This one right here is going to move. They're going to make a wall in front of you, Albrin, to get in your way. They don't want you interfering with the Cursebreaker. Let's see. It is time for the spellcaster guys' turns. They're going to.
Real quick, in all the time this has been going on, have these people done anything that we can perceive?
You know what? They haven't. They've just been standing guard there.
Okay.
Cool.
Those ones are real. Fuck that. No, those guys are real. Stay away from them.
It honestly wouldn't surprise me. Do these look like people in masks? Are these statues?
They look like statues. They kind of look like Cursebreaker statues, but they're like obviously of a different kind of animal.
Gotcha.
Okay.
They look like pillar watchers, kind of like the ones you've seen around the city from before. just standing there menacingly. Okay, there's a couple character sheets I know you can close. Grisha, goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, gang. Bogard Warriors, goodbye. Seeing their allies go down, seeing that there's this lady up here is still kind of like the main one. They're going to focus on her. If she wasn't in charge and running this place, then maybe their brothers would still be alive. So they're going to cast some Rays of Frost at her. Boop. Boop.
Do it.
I want to say both of those probably miss. Yep, they sure do.
Albrin, get up here and help me.
Ooze will get in the way. Albrin.
One of these days I'm going to get her attention through my swinging this flail ineffectively.
All right. Well, I was considering whether I could. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. Tabitha's the one who can actually speak to the Curse Breaker, so if anyone's gonna be like, "Hey, Curse Breaker, those Medusas probably aren't real. Just stand there anyway," then it should probably be her. So instead, Albrin is going to, sadly, stand next to Boogie's fallen form, and he's going to begin to try and dismantle the architect of all our woes, Purple Woman.
Purple. Oh, I should show her.
Oh yeah. What does the rest of her look like?
Pay for this, Hagia Sophia.
If it'll let me, hold on. Handouts. I want to say. No, not there.
You will die like a Pathfinder boss without ever having said a word to us.
Oh,
There she
whoa!
Oh, okay.
What is this that she's holding?
I guess that's like an ooze
Like a
whip.
Ooze
Looks
whip?
like an ooze whip.
That's
Might be a news web.
fucking
Is
cool.
she a halfling? She's barefoot.
She is a halfling.
Your gross
Okay.
fucking feet killer.
Stomp on her feet.
You're gross.
All right. Yeah. Here's attack number 1. Ah.
Oh,
Well.
golly.
Excellent.
Cool hit.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 33 damage, and then there's my deadly D8.
Uh-huh.
Jesus. All right. So that's
Oh.
41 damage.
Ooh.
And wow, rare that you see the 20 combined with good damage dice. I will take it. Delicious.
Thank you.
I will try for a second attack.
Yeah.
With plus 2 flanking.
28 does hit. That's a lot of... Yeah. with the
Wow.
flanking, that's a lot of precision damage. Okay, so that's another 22 damage.
Okay, that was me using my finisher. I didn't really mean to, but I pressed the macro, so it happened.
Okay. Well, it
that's
hits and you
fine.
deal that damage, so...
Do that damage. That
Do that
does
damage.
expend my panache. That's okay. And yeah, with my... I think with my last one, it's not super likely to hit. Oh wait, I had to move here. Okay, so those are my only attacks. Yeah,
There you go.
I'm done.
Oh boy,
Okay.
oh boy.
Let's see, it's her turn. The spell wears off. You're no longer frightened.
Alright.
Let's see, what can she do?
Hey, lady. It might be a cool time to throw in the towel.
I can't do that. I'm a Pathfinder boss.
That means I might have to talk to you, and I won't.
I refuse.
Hey, it's. I don't think it's fair to make that joke, considering the last sentient person boss we had talked to us a lot, and we refused to engage with them.
That's fair. You know what?
Fair, man.
That's fair.
Okay. seeing that she's surrounded and seeing that you're the clearest threat, Albrin, she's going to cast a spell at you. Give me a will save.
Ah, nice try. I've already been possessed. 24.
24? That's pretty
It's
good.
probably not enough for someone who's using a good spell. But we'll see. Oh, you know what? I'll use my reaction because that's kind of borderline. I'll go ahead and use my Charmed Life and add +2 to that.
Oh.
Okay.
And with my Bless, that actually is a 27 a total.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's still not enough.
What?
Yeah. She's got real good spell DCs, my boyos and goyles. Alright, so you feel something. You feel something appear in your mind. For a moment, you find yourself in a black void, and you see a figure approach you. Someone with a very murderous intent, a sense of malice. That you can't really make them out. They're like a silhouette with a white outline. You find yourself unable to move, and he stabs you right through the heart.
Fucking Phantasmal Killer?
It might be Phantasmal Killer. You take 33 damage.
Okay.
And you are frightened 2. So for the next
okay.
2 rounds, you are downright spooked.
You know what?
You come back into reality.
I'll take it, because if this was Pathfinder 1, I would have made a subsequent Fortitude save, and if I failed that, I would just die instantly.
And in this, it's if you critically fail. Failure is you just take a certain amount of damage. If you succeed, you take damage. If you critically succeed, nothing happens. So,
if you
thankfully,
critically fail, you just drop dead.
I'll say it because you've already guessed it. Yeah, it's you're so afraid you might die. You can attempt a Fortitude save. If that fails, you die. If you succeed on your Fortitude save, you take a certain number of damage and have some really bad penalties.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeesh, indeed. What else can we do here?
I hope that took at least 2 actions.
Because they have a lot of really nasty spells they can do. So I'm just making sure. Okay. Yeah, so seeing that that's happened, she's going to pull out her slime whip and is just going to slap the shit out of you with it. Or is going to try to. That is a critical hit. You take 28 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, slashing?
Yeah.
Does the ooze like form an ooze
Kinda.
blade?
It gets a little sharp at the end. You don't expect it to cut you.
What the fuck?
Because whips don't normally do that.
Alright, did not expect this lady to pull that shit out. Woo.
Alright. It is Big Boy Lizard's turn. Seeing that there's just a bunch of shit in the way right here, he's just gonna kind of charge through. So he feels like he's helping. So
the lizard just starts eating the bodies of Grishik and Grunky.
Delicious. No. He's going to... He doesn't have that anymore. And you don't have that anymore. Yeah, everyone who was, except for Albrin, no one should be frightened anymore. That spell ended. Albrin is downright spooked. Yeah, he's going to... Let me see. Surely there's rules for like charging and stuff, or like that Triceratops had it. You know what? I'm just gonna roll an athletics.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's enough. So yeah, he pushes through. He pushes this guy out of the way into the dinosaur. Wendica, what's your athletics number?
Let me take a peek. It is... I think that's a 12, but I can't scroll up at the moment.
Yeah, I can check. So I need to add 10 to that to see if you get out of the way or if he just tramples through you.
Yes, it's a 12.
Take a looky loo. Yeah, he rolled really high on his athletics. Okay, so yours would be a 22. He got a 30, so that's pretty good. So yeah, he's going to slap you kind of out of the way. He tramples over... Oh, excuse me. He tramples over these bodies, and he shoves all of these guys out of the way. Whoops. You there. And he's going to start making attacks on a couple of them. All right, yep. His tail connects with this low-res JPEG one, and this one.
I love
Curse.
that we started calling them that instead of illusions.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, no, I like it.
And the Curse Breaker, seeing that someone is in his way, is going to stop and wait a moment to see if they move out of the way. Tabitha's turn.
All right. Tabitha's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, not him. 5.
Mother.
And just call out to the Curse Breaker. Keep moving. It's not really there.
Give me an Arcana check.
Come on. Don't fuck me, Tabby. Oh,
21. That might be enough. Let me double check because that's in a very specific part. Yep, that beats it. Okay. He has registered that information and will act accordingly on his next turn.
all right. And that was probably an action to do the Arcana thing, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do with one action because all my spells are 2. That's okay. My dinosaur will then 1, 2. He has reach. He's going to try and headbutt that bitch. So.
Oh yeah, he sure can.
20 plus 11. Nope.
I'm gonna headbutt that bitch.
Nope.
To make this a little bit easier, I'm going to move some of this shit off the map. To be
Yeah.
honest, it's a little in the way.
Bodies are getting thrown around. All right, that is my. Well, I guess you know what. I'll just double move. I'll just there. That way, I'm a little closer to Curse Breaker. If we actually no, I should stay there. Actually, you know what? Tabby's gonna back out of the room again. Using the third action, just so like if this bitch tries to run, I have a head start.
Okay. Wendica's turn.
All right. Do people want me to move up to attack her, or should I just keep at it with this dude?
I don't know if he's real.
That is fair.
It's up to you.
In that case.
He might not be.
None of the guards who are still up have attacked, to my knowledge.
Yeah, and I mean,
this guy did push me to the side, but that's as far as it's gone.
Oh, well, the dinosaur, the lizard pushed you to the side.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and both lizards have moved. This guy has done nothing, and we know they have attacks of opportunity. So I would just leave him.
In that case,
fuck her up.
Hell yeah!
Cracks knuckles.
22 is not enough. 18 is not enough.
Oh.
27 is not enough.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Damn, what is this bitch wearing to give her that AC as a spellcaster?
Indeed.
I guess she's a boss. She gets to have everything.
What the fuck? Yeah, alright, that's that.
Okay! Actually, I shouldn't have had that attack 3 anyway, actually, because I didn't
That's
move.
fine. It wasn't gonna hit anyways.
It didn't hit no matter what, no how, anyway. Alright, Mr. Croak Chief. What will you do?
You fucked up my entire tribe. I'm gonna kill you.
And I don't like that kind of thing. Okay, he's going to use his bounding leap to end up right over here. He'll get a free attack.
Get her!
Get a free attack off of that.
I know technically the attack is at the end of the movement, but I like to imagine he like somersaults through the air and brings the club down while he's over her head.
Alright, he's going to get another one. Oof, yeah, both of those miss.
Oh no.
Alright, Tavin's turn.
Alright. Time to trip this bitch.
Trip this bitch.
I said time to trip this bitch. You know what time it is?
I'm
time? What time is it, Austin? My dear friend Austin.
It's time to trip this bitch.
You're trying, man. She is like small and deft, and like this armor she's wearing is definitely not helping your case.
It's time to die.
Time to die. They stay in the way. Let's see. These guards are going to start moving. Hop, 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 hop.
Up, 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 up. It's like fucking mosh pitting with the curse breaker.
I say, boy, they're getting in the way. All right, spellcaster Frog's turns. What can they do? They're out of most of their good spells, I think. Anakin, what does this do?
Just holding dynamite? What does this do?
Oh, okay, that doesn't really. You know what? That'd be funny if this worked.
Yeah.
Okay, they're both going to try to cast fear on her, so she needs to make some will saves. Let's see. Oof. Okay, she critically succeeded, so nothing happens, unfortunately. The ooze's turn. Slorp. Fuzzy JPEG moves in the way. Albrin's turn.
Fuck her up.
He's all shuddering from its recent experiences. Well, let's see. Can you remind me, for trip and grab and those sorts of skabingles, those go against fortitude and reflex and such, or are those still against AC?
So, if you have a weapon that has that property, like the trip property, like Tavin's does, then if you hit, you can spend your next action to basically trip them for free.
Okay.
If you don't, and you're just doing that action on its own, then it depends on what the thing is, and it goes against their athletics DC or their fortitude DC. It just depends on which thing it is, and I have to look.
Okay. Well, like, I could try to, like, grab her so she can't cast spells, but I don't know. I already dealt a good chunk of damage to her. I think I'm just going to continue stabbing for now, but first, I will attempt to feint. She's already going to be flat-footed, but if I can succeed at this, I can get my panache back.
Yay!
Oh, that's against the perception DC. Kind of wish that was an attack roll, but I shouldn't grouse over rolling a 20.
Yeah, that definitely is a critical success. So, the enemy's defense is against you entirely. The target is flat-footed against melee attacks that you attempt against it until the end of your next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
And now I will go ahead and attack with my rapier.
Yep, 30 would have hit anyway.
Okay.
And then, is there, like, with flanking and all that, is that a possible crit?
Oh, well...
Oh, no, that's right, her
27
fucking... Never mind.
Yeah, her AC is
her
actually
AC is
good.
bonkers, I'm
That's
afraid.
right.
Not gonna crit on not a 20 in all likelihood. Let's see. I think it's worth throwing in another.
Yeah!
Okay. Yep, that's another 14. Ka-chow.
Oh, God.
Damn, I've rolled really well this session. I'm happy to close out on a high note, unless she turns around and kills me instantly on her next turn.
Maybe. Let's see, your frightened goes down by 1, because the round has gone by. Oh, yeah, well, thanks to flanking... Thanks to flanking, you hit anyway.
Also, Bless would cancel out one of those, so those should be one lower than I rolled.
Correct. And now with Bless, it's like it doesn't even matter. Okay. Does she have anything that can hit a lot of people?
No.
Let's see. I see. I see.
Oh boy, oh boy. What's she gonna do?
All right, she places her hands on herself, and you see holy light irradiate through her body, and she looks a little bit better.
Oh,
No, fuck that.
oh.
Get her.
Get her.
Does casting a spell provoke an attack of opportunity?
She's gonna do some slappies with her.
I don't think it does by
Doesn't.
default.
Dang.
with her whippy did.
How long does that spell test take? What? How long does that spell take to cast? Is it instant?
It's it's 2 actions to do it.
Okay. No attack of opportunity or anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think Wendica.
Because I think attack of opportunity is like, it's like when they like move or they do the manipulate action.
Yeah.
It says Elenok says it does provoke attacks of opportunity if you have the ability.
If you have the ability.
Let me check the description.
I think Wendica has it.
What do I have? The potions?
No,
Yeah,
no,
attack
no,
of
attack of
opportunity.
opportunity.
Oh, I do not. No.
Oh,
A
never
trigger
mind.
says a creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or a move action, or leaves a square during a move action it's using.
So let's double check what a manipulate action is. I feel like this isn't it, but let me double check. Give me manipulate. Tell me what it does. Let's see. To manipulate, you must physically manipulate an item or make gestures to use an action with this trait.
Oh,
Creatures
make
without a suitable-
gestures. Oh, that's
Creatures
probably
without
why.
a suitable appendage can perform actions with this trait. Manipulate actions often trigger reactions. Well, if anyone has attack of opportunity, I'll say that it works here.
I sure do. I'll give it a stab. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha-choo.
Had we leveled up.
Oh!
Woo!
That's very funny. But it's like the miniest of damage, but it's free damage.
But the D8.
So,
Hey, look at that.
yeah.
Yeah, so 14 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 20 damage.
Okay. And she's gonna, slime whip against Albrin. Oh, Lordy, you're turning 40. That's a crit. You would have gone down with minimum this damage anyway. So,
That's
you are
fine.
Jesus.
dying 1.
Oh,
Giant
why
lizards.
Was why was this
Tabitha,
lady
we
only
need
the
you.
Why was this lady only the second in command?
Yeah, who knows how tough the other guy was. He's
I guess
dead.
that's true.
Who knows? Yep, he's gonna
We
keep.
probably killed him on the way in. He was the one that I kept tripping.
As this lizard makes tail attacks against some of these, he realizes they get a little JPEG-y looking, and he uses all of his turns. Cursebreaker's turn. Let's see. So he hears what you're saying, but he's gonna give this thing a looky-loo. That beats it. Yeah, he sees that the thing is a fuzzy JPEG, and simply moves on top of the pedestal and just stands there. Tabitha's turn.
Oh, nothing happened?
No.
Well, we might have to do the Schmengel dance around the sun
Oh.
like before.
Beans. All right.
Or maybe it just takes time to charge up. I don't know.
All right.
You could ask it. Well, it can't really communicate back,
No, it
can it?
can't.
Can't tell you.
All right. How far away is this bitch from me? Okay, she's within range.
Probably easiest
Right
to
here.
just kill this lady first and
Yeah,
figure it out after.
I think I will just go for die. Yeah,
Really.
I'm gonna do
Die spell.
shocking grasp at 2nd level.
Okay.
Actually, I should go to 3rd. Fuck it. Let's light this bitch up. It's my last 3rd, but like whatever. So shocking grasp against her.
Oh, hey, I think that
29
actually hits.
There it is.
And then I get 2 more d12s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! All right.
Is she wearing
Awesome.
metal armor?
No, she's wearing leather armor.
Yeah, alright, well, that was fucking pathetic.
Nah, still, all this damage matters, I assure you.
So, altogether, that'll be 20 damage, because it's still additional, but not persistent. That'll... Oh, wait, and then my dinosaur.
Yeah.
20 plus 11. Dinosaur. Okay, it'll likely...
No good, I'm afraid.
No, not
Fish
hit.
for a 20.
That's what I'm going for. Alright, I hate the bad rolls. Go, Wendica, kill this stupid bitch.
Alright! Here goes! Roll 20. It's just gonna do this to me every time.
Yes, it will.
I don't have any issues with this. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I usually don't.
Yeah,
this is the first time it might be the amount of icons on this map.
Yeah,
that's also affecting.
That's why whenever it gets to my turn, I'm clicking on my character sheet early to like let it start loading before I actually do things.
That's fair.
So.
Okay, the 34 hits, so that's 11. The 25, even with flanking, misses.
Ah.
This fucking.
Did you want to do your stunning fist on that first one?
Yes, I would like to. Yes.
Fortitude
it would
save.
Be...
That's a 35. She's good.
Jesus Christ!
Damn it!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Nice! But it is a crit, so it should still hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be 27 plus 2
I've been ignoring this because I feel like it's more fun the way I'm doing it. So the way that criticals technically work in Pathfinder 2, so this 27 normally does not beat her AC. I mean, it does with like flanking and stuff, but if you were just fighting her, you wouldn't get a crit, you would just deal normal damage. But I feel like it's more fun that if you roll a 20, then it's a crit no matter what.
You should
that's
take
more
away
fun
the
to me.
value of a natural 20.
Yeah,
exactly.
Pretty great.
So
that's like the best feeling that the D20 system can give you.
Yeah, under normal Pathfinder 2 rolls, you would hit, even if it's lower than their AC. So that's the good part. But I feel like it's fun with that, and plus with the whole 10 over their AC is a crit thing too. I feel like crits are more fun. But that also applies to enemies hitting you guys, so it's all fair.
Yeah.
Golly, Wendica.
That's 24 smack'ems.
Yep, that's 24 smack'ems. She turns to face you, Wendica, as you punch her 1, 2. That second one cracks her across the face real good. She falls to the ground and just starts coughing up blood. Damn you. We were so close. She reaches out.
Wendica steps on her hand.
You step on her hand and it crunches, it breaks under your mighty foot.
A bomb goes off.
And she doesn't move.
Oh my god, I'm getting to Albrin right now.
Don't worry, I'll use my hero point. He just springs up.
No,
That's right.
Don't you dare. I have this, remember?
Oh, that's right. You have some juice left.
16.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do have
potions.
I still have a level 4 heal.
Albrin coughed. Yes, but it's so novel getting healed by Tabitha.
And behold, another 11, and now I'm out of beacon.
That's fine.
Oh.
I mean, I'll keep the level 4 spell slot, whatever.
I mean, you can still do it. I mean, Albrin's pretty messed up.
I don't know.
What is going on with? He looks over at the curse breaker. Is it?
Oh,
doing
yeah,
anything?
we might need it. Hold on.
It's standing there.
Hey, hello. Tabby gives a little wave. What do you need us to do?
He just stands there.
She like shimmies. Dance? What do you need?
He just stands there.
Oh god. Does anyone Tabby looks back. Does anyone remember the dance?
It was written on the wall.
I've never in my life forgotten a dance.
It was written on the wall, if I remember right, and we're supposed to be on this sun thing here. I'll go over here.
Also, my
That is
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Reading the wall to learn about this. What to do?
Albrin looks down at the Croak Chief. I'm sorry you lost so many of your people, but at least we can treat you to a victory dance literally atop our enemies' corpses.
He looks at his fallen brethren, and he nods. It is an honor to die in battle. They will be with their ancestors now. I think when this is all said and done, we will join our sister tribe up north. I don't think there's anything left for us here.
We'll make sure that the people of Keebway don't forget how much you put on the line for them.
He gives you a respectful nod. Now, I think there's a city you all need to save.
Okay, and then you pop your hip. This is very fun. All right. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, we each need to stand on. Wait. Tabitha.
It was the cardinal direction, I think.
Oh, was it? Hold on. Can I roll something to be smarty pants to just know
Sure.
what we need to do?
Give me an intelligence check.
Tabby's kind of smart.
You are pretty smart. 16, yeah, that's good enough for whatever it is you're trying to do.
All right. Everyone in positions.
You all get in wherever you stand. Is the correct position.
All right, and then Tabby will teach the dance very quickly to everyone. And like, all right, this is what we need to do.
Oh, goodness, I have 2 left feet. I can't do this.
Yes, but now it should be impossible for you to step on your own feet, right, brother? You just sluice through them.
Ew.
I'm sure that's gotta be funny to watch.
That's not exactly how that works, but okay.
All right.
All right, so you all do the dance, and at first there's nothing, but soon the room starts to fill with that sort of sunlight that you all experienced before. You all start to feel much, much better as the light passes through these holes in the ground and goes up through this floor and down through the one below.
I'm very good at twerking now.
Oh.
Gross. Don't think about that. Don't want to think about that at all.
Taven's thick.
No. Well, good night, everybody.
I am rapidly becoming thicker. Oh my goodness, it's almost like I'm inflating.
Stop it. We're saving the town.
There goes the emotional weight to that scene. All right. The curse breaker starts to light up with the same light. He brings his hands up and claps them together. Suddenly, you're all hit by a powerful magic force. It almost knocks you all back a little bit, but you're able to keep your composure as we sort of pan back out to show the city. But let me. You guys are not here.
Oh yeah.
The light emanates from the archive of the sun, which is way down here.
Ooh.
And it envelops the entire city. Oozes that used to be people simply dissipate into piles of muck. And for a moment, there's silence. But soon from outside, you start hearing cheers from the people of the town. It looks like you all indeed saved the day.
Oh, so the oozes don't become people again.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know that because you're inside, but...
oh, boy. That's a bummer, gang, but we still won.
You feel the curse sort of lifting from you. This purple miasma sort of oozes through your pores and leaves your body. Tavin, you feel your sort of oozish form start to quake a little bit. You feel the energies leaving you as well, and it feels like it's a little easier to maintain your form, when before it was kind of an awful burden. Now it's a little more natural feeling. It's not so terrible.
Oh, thank
in a
God.
physical kind of sense.
I super thought you were just gonna just die.
Yeah. I mean, that would not be unreasonable. I did die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tavin, are you feeling okay? I realized a little too late that what this was going to do. Are you okay?
Oh, I feel fine.
Oh. All right.
It's actually, Is it like the ooze part of me is gone, or is it like...
No, you're still very much ooze-like, but the sort of burden of that curse, the heavy feeling you've been feeling this whole time has been lifted. You're still a curse. You're still a curse. You are still an ooze. You no longer have your ASMR connection, but you're still Tavin at the end of the day.
Well, I'm fine. I feel okay.
All right. Well, that's good.
The only thing I feel is a tremendous sense of guilt.
Oh.
Guilt?
So it's completely normal.
Oh.
But we still have yet to find a gift for our parents.
Oh, right.
Well, we did get the music box, and we have some gems that we stole.
Yeah.
We've been
There's a lot of
slowly assembling.
things.
I say they wanted. Why don't we take these as souvenirs?
The doors?
Take this. Yes, we can use this wood with this symbol emblazoned on it. Make something really special for them.
Make them a coffee table.
We don't need to buy something. We can bring them something we made. Something good that can come out of this entire fiasco.
I mean, maybe there's a cool thing on that lady that would impress Mom and Dad.
Mm.
Oh yeah, what's she got?
What does she got? Let me double check. So, first of diddly dang all, the big important one, she has her slime whip.
Item level 7.
This thick, greasy, +1 striking shifting whip is made from a slimy pseudopod. You don't take the usual -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls when using the slime whip to make a lethal attack. The whip's form can be changed just like any weapon with the shifting rune, but it reverts to its original form as soon as it isn't wielded. When it's in whip form, you can use the following action. You can make it deal acid damage rather than splashing or slashing. If it deals persistent damage, is also acid instead of usual type.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Convenient.
Oh, what else did she have? Let me double check. 'Cause that's the obvious thing.
Hello, Father. I brought you a slime whip. Don't ask.
Shit, son, that's dope. High five. Says your dad, who doesn't sound like that.
And he's also like, what happened to your eye? Oh, that's the least of our worries, Father.
Oh, Dad, we have a story to tell you.
Would you believe it if we said that was before we got to Keyway? No, things got messy.
Creature named NPCs. What else does she have on her? Because she has stuff.
A
She's
rubber
boss,
duck.
She definitely a rubber duck. Oh, come on, open the doobly.
Where's the money? Show me the money.
I don't know how much money she has on her, but I know she has. Let me refresh. Hold on.
Dun dun.
Man, I'm really glad that your guess of maybe some of them are illusions was not only correct, but to a much greater extent than I would have ever imagined. It was literally her and 2 guys.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
then like
sure was.
10 illusions. Oh.
So let's see. On her person, you find 3 daggers, just normal average daggers. You also find +1 studded leather armor.
That must be some dope stuff. Like, my God.
I have no idea what class
+1
she was
armor?
at the end of the day. She can clearly cast higher level arcane spells, but she can also heal. Maybe she's a primal caster. I don't know.
She's something.
We'll find out someday.
Studded armor's too heavy for me. I'm not interested.
Well, you've got a door right
And
now.
also, I'm not a halfling, so it wouldn't even fit me anyway. It'd be like a little crop top.
You could probably find someone to adjust it later, but for all intents and purposes, I'm not going to be like, well, it wouldn't fit. Like, you can just take it, and it'll get fixed later, and it'll be your size.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, we've got this cute crop top that's incredibly defensive. A very gross whip. Multiple knives. Yeah, overall not bad.
Yeah, that's great.
Medusa's quietly exit stage left.
Yeah.
As is their right. Tavin ain't no narc.
I still think I need to. I think I need to go home after all of this.
I agree. I long to see the lush fields of our home.
Yeah,
You think you can take a break from those studies, Tabitha?
I was about to say, she like has a little pocket watch and looks at it. I was supposed to return back to the academy fairly soon, but I think it would be more than fine for me to have a little longer break.
This was hardly a vacation.
No, this does not count at all. And besides, I can write a paper about this, and I think that would make up for my longer time away.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of work from wherever with how much I travel, but I think I've had enough action for the rest of the next 10 years or so. She kind of looks over at Tavin again.
Yes. What are you... obviously, I would hope at least, Tavin, that you'd be joining us and saying hi to Mum and whatnot.
Oh, of course. I haven't even gotten to see them. I should probably see them to explain some things.
Are you sure you don't want to just stay home and leave whatever cult you're doing right now? Because it doesn't seem like it's been any good for you. At this point,
It saved our lives several times. It saved my life.
It seems to have got him brought back from the... I have to say, I've kind of come around on this.
Excellent.
Wendica shoots a look at Albrin like, I'm not even joking right now.
Excellent. I will shoot you some literature, brother. I will email you.
I will...
What is an email?
Oh, you're on a list now. You're never getting off this one.
Oh no.
If you don't forward this mail to 10 more potential cult worshippers, then the skeleton man will get you.
A heron will break into your kitchen and make a mess of your pots and pans.
I think I will try my chances with the heron.
Well,
In any case, yes, I've got nowhere I need to be in the immediate time, and I want to spend more time with my family.
yes, very good. If I might be so bold as to also make a suggestion. I know you've got a very strict diet of bread and water, but considering events and understanding how fleeting life can be, can you just treat yourself a little bit? I'm not talking like pigging out, but like if you see a cinnamon bun, you're like, that looks good, just get it.
Oh, sweet sister, nothing tastes anymore.
What?
No, it all just I can just absorb things through osmosis.
I am so sorry, Vinny.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I am so sorry.
It all breaks down instantly. Like it's not like eating regularly. Like I eat and then I instantly feel what I am eating. It's quite nice.
Wait, does it... Tabby actually pulls out a notebook and is writing. Tell me, so by chance, depending on what you eat, does it feel different? Like, is it maybe not taste, but a different experience? Because this could be worth looking into.
It depends on how nutritionally dense it is. For more I don't know, less filling things, it doesn't. I've noticed that it doesn't quite feel as good. It doesn't give me the good brain feel quite as much. Speaking of which, I'm not sure if I have a brain anymore, but yeah.
So the alchemy golem gets a brain and you don't.
I know, it's kind
There's
of
no justice in this world.
indeed. Well, this is what I get for having lived such a sinful life. That was a joke. Let's go.
Okay.
The audience laughs to this crazy sitcom, and you all make your way outside.
We all go, let's go home. And then
Yeah.
like we all put our hands in the middle and we jump and it freeze frames. Producer.
An end of High School Musical.
Yeah.
I like to think we all jump except for Tavin, whose legs just extend upward to imagine this is just ooze.
As you all make your way outside, you see some people sort of surrounding the Archive of the Sun. They saw the energy originate there. They're able to put 2 and 2 together, and they swarm you and they hoist you up on their shoulders, and they're cheering 3 cheers for the great heroes! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! They start parading you through the city, and they don't give you a chance to escape. As they go, like, more people, sort of coming out from the wreckage come up behind you. You guys eventually sort of make your way up to the central market. You run into Miss Abayone again, the lady who sort of sent you on this quest in the first place. She sees you all and gives a relieved sigh. Oh, thank goodness you're all okay. I can only assume this means you succeeded.
I guess so.
It seems that way. No one else has been oozed, I presume.
Yes, all of the oozes have dissipated. They nearly got us where I was staying. I'm so grateful to you all. Thank you so much. Everyone's like, yeah, thank you. There's like whistling and cheering, and it's loud. It's like the loudest the city has ever been.
Where's Botsalam, or whatever his name was?
Oh yeah, can we
like
look
to
at
imagine,
that nice face?
like to imagine Botsalam's like. I like to imagine he's like there, and like the crowd cheers, and he finally gives like a begrudging like.
That's exactly
These
what
guys
happens.
are okay.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, you look around, Tabitha. Wait a minute, what is that awful racist?
The racist has approved.
Because he was, or I guess is. Yeah, you see him in a couple. He stands out. He's in nicer clothing than like the common townsfolk. Excuse me. Yeah, you see him. He gives. Indeed, a begrudging smile. He nods at you all, and then him and his little entourage, or at least what's left of it, turn and sort of fade away into the crowd.
They snap into an alleyway.
The rest of the night is spent partying, dancing, which was the third D all along. This is what Keyblade is known for. Dice, dancing, and debating.
Well, you can't say debating if you aren't playing the debate theme.
Well, thankfully there's no debates going on. It's just a good time. And I want to play this song because I've been waiting for 5 years to play this song.
Fair enough.
So the night is spent celebrating, dancing, and playing dice games. Some people try to get into debates, but they don't really mean anything. It's all in the spirit of fun. And you guys party the night away. A few days go by. You stay however long you stay.
Yeah.
But maybe you take some time to relax a bit, maybe help with some of the reconstruction of the city, perhaps. But after time, this city will sort of become great again.
I'm gonna proselytize.
What does that mean?
It means I'm mostly just spreading my gospel and
you do that
and handing out pamphlets.
Oh yeah, and people are way more eager than they have ever been. Yeah, people are way more eager than they have ever been. You're one of the heroes of Keyblade.
Exactly.
So they are much more likely to take your pamphlets and listen to what you have to say.
I think Tabby's gonna do the other thing and be like, if you're looking for a good education, like it's the reverse of like, please go to my school instead, for the love of God.
Meanwhile, the twins are taking advantage of the fame by just casually accepting as many freebies of everything as they can get from grateful townsfolk.
Especially money.
You guys, there's not so much money going around, but there is lots of stuff in your hotel room well, first off, you're moved to much nicer hotel rooms, at least what's the nicest one that's left, which is still pretty alright. Yeah, they are just full of gifts, bags, boxes. It's a lot. It is actually too much.
Allie,
you're just so full of stuff.
We won't need to buy food for days.
Eventually they get sick of us and they're like, we wake up one morning, we're like, all right, everyone, it's time to do what we've been doing. And they're like, hip, hip, hooray. They pick us up, we crowd surf on them and they just take us to the town gate.
I'd like to propose a final visual, if I may.
Please.
On the last morning we're in town, we're all getting ready to leave. We've all gathered in the inn for breakfast, and It's like, well, this is our last day in Kibwe. What do we want to have for among the local food? It's our last chance. And like Tabitha comes over and it's like, oh, I already got us some lovely croissants. And Albrin's like, oh, I was kind of thinking we could have meat, perhaps. And they stare at each other for 2 seconds.
That happens to you. So a week goes by. This is like a week-long party.
Holy shit.
It starts to sort of, they all almost died. It was basically the apocalypse, and you guys prevented it. A week-long party happens. On the final day, you guys leave the inn. Here, let me drag you up. This is going to be cool. You guys finally leave the inn. You have been given a couple horses and a very big carriage to carry all of the stuff you have been given, however much you're able to take with you. And you see Miss Abayone standing outside with a bunch of the townspeople as you guys leave the inn. Some of them are crying, they're really sad to see you go. Some of them are smiling and cheering you on.
Some of them like, thank God.
We wanted to commemorate this special occasion where, sorry it took so long. You noticed something very tall standing next to her. It's got a big cover on it. She pulls it off, and it's the four of you in a giant stone statue, forever immortalized as the heroes of this great city.
Holy
look
cow.
at that.
I changed my mind. I still want to be a hero.
Wow, you guys...
That was easy.
That was... This is amazing. I can't believe you produced something in such a short period of time. This is wonderful.
This is idolatry. I can't abide this.
Well, we are a city of merchants. There's someone who can do anything here, and we did the best we could in the short amount of time we had.
Oh.
But if it were not for you, we would all be goners, at least all of us humans anyway.
Oh, look, you guys, this is very nice, but you should really be building a statue to all of the brave frogs that sacrificed their lives.
Are you waiting until now to bring that up, or did you perchance bring it up earlier than that?
We talked about it.
Based on what Albrin said to the Croak Chief earlier, I feel like we probably already impressed on them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, these guys were just like, we did one nice thing for them, and then they fucking sacrificed 80% of their number.
We
on
did
being
one
this.
nice thing
better
for them.
fucking be grateful.
We drugged them.
What if Kibwe is just like, yo, instead of gargoyles, we have just like these big frog statues hanging off of different cathedrals and shit like that? It's like, oh.
Miss Abayone thinks about that for a minute. Yes, I did manage to pull them aside and thank them. But they were quite in a hurry to get out of town. Something about joining another tribe of theirs. We'll get something up for them eventually, but they didn't seem too keen on the idea. They're very humble creatures.
You could make them into the town mascot.
She thinks about that. You know what? I'll have to run it by the rest of the council, and we'll put it to a vote. But I don't see why it wouldn't pass.
Well, that sounds like a debate waiting to happen.
That's very funny, Tavin.
The end.
Excellent.
Oh.
Those slithering. Cool beans. Well, thank you very much for running that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
appreciate
man.
How do we feel about any kind of Q&A thing tonight? It's not too late. It doesn't have to be a very long Q&A, but I definitely want to take questions from you guys and any questions from the audience. I probably won't go over every single thing that could have happened, but
yeah.
I can answer.
Okay, so my big thing is,
What the fuck?
Do we want to take like
what the fuck?
do we want to take like 5 minutes because I need to go to the bathroom?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Everyone will take like 5 minutes, grab
I need
drinks
food.
or
I'm
whatever.
hungry.
Yeah, food. Go get food. Yeah, now is a good time. And we'll do some Q&A. We'll take questions from the audience if you guys have any questions. And yeah, be right back.
Bum 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 bum. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Whew.
I was gonna say, well, boy, we made it, and like none of us died, and then I'm like, well, no, not really.
Yeah.
But
No, I died.
It's so weird. Like, that golem went down way faster than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
But then it also just is like, yeah, if I get crit, I'm just gonna do 10d6 and just fuck up everyone around me. It's like, what? Jesus.
I don't know if that was because it got crit or like it may have been that. It may have also been like
I figured it hit a certain damage threshold.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like when it gets to half health. They did that a lot more in 4th edition D&D, where they made being at half health or less like a separate state and added a bunch of stuff that's like, while you are bloodied, I think is what it was called, you get this, or when you become bloodied, you can do this. So I don't know if that's something Pathfinder does in its monster design, but maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about like a lot of this module is weird in the fact that like I felt like I built my character wrong. Like there was just so I mean also just bad rolls didn't help, but there were so many times I was like, fuck, how are we not doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I think well, I'll definitely want to ask Kiane about like what like possibilities did we just totally miss? But some of it may be I not being that familiar with Pathfinder 2, I don't have a good grasp on what options we have besides like rolling to hit things. Because you know, there's a ton of conditions and like there's stuff you can do, but having not played the system, I don't know, you know, like in Pathfinder 1, I have a general idea of like, these are the, like, yeah, you can do all these things, but here's like the 3 things that are worth doing ever. And I don't know what those are in Pathfinder 2. So part of it may have been we weren't using all of the tactical options at our disposal. I think the biggest problems we had were in the second part, and it was because of the way we played that whole scenario. We killed all the weak enemies, but grouped up all the strong enemies, and so instead of having a larger number of more manageable encounters, we ended up with like 2 ass-blastingly hard encounters, and then we rolled like shit for a lot of that segment.
Okay, Mike.
Welcome back. Yeah. Oh boy.
I also feel like this module was not made for 4 PCs. Like,
not sure. Maybe, yeah. Some of the fights certainly felt that way, but yeah, I don't know.
Like, if we hadn't befriended those frogs,
yeah,
that's true.
That last one would have been a nightmare.
So I do want to the 2 things I'm most interested in, Kiane, are what possibilities were written into the module that we just totally missed, number 1, and what things did you add to the module based on stuff we did that weren't really accounted for in the text ahead of time.
I don't think there's anything you guys should have done this instead, or you totally whiffed it on this thing.
Sure.
What was the deal with that fucking lady in the tablet? Is there actually a subplot related to her in this, or
those tablets, if you were able to decipher them, more or less functioned as spell scrolls. You would read the spell from the tablet, and the spell would go off. I want to say one of those was like a 4th level fear spell. Let me double check.
Okay, but those weren't
spells,
like
they're not plot important.
Those weren't plot coupons. Okay.
No, just neat gear.
Okay.
Most of the stuff is neat gear. Let me see. Nope, that's not it.
They never used the badges properly. Did they do something inherently? Because all the bad guys in the second part weren't from the Aspis Consortium, and by the time we got to the third part, everything was already gone to shit, so I'm not sure we could have used them to really bluff our way into things, but maybe did the badges... It sounds... Rainbow Phase, it sounds like you know... the reason Rainbow Phase said that in chat, and I'm curious whether they know this module well.
I believe the badges could have been used to like diplomacy your way through the cultists because they were familiar with the Aspis Consortium because that's who Tummel Jabrin was working with. So there's that connection there. So you maybe could have. I have to see if there's any specific statistics.
They let you bypass a lot of the Aspis Consortium traps in the caravan house. That invisible thing doesn't even show up if you wear the badges.
I see.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I have returned. What's
Welcome
up?
back.
I feel like I used a lot of medicine breaks. I was like, man, I feel like I'm cheesing it with the amount of times I did that.
No, I think that's very intended.
I think we needed it.
Yeah, no, we absolutely did.
we inarguably needed it. Yeah, it felt cheesy, but like
I guess that's
I don't know.
The way the module's designed is it expects you to like stop, go. But it's weird because
more than we did, maybe.
Yeah, it's weird because like there's a lot of pressure of like you gotta go. So anytime we did stop, it's like I don't know if we're supposed to. We're supposed to do this quickly so we can save the town.
Yeah. So those 2 tablets. One was a scroll of fear, 3rd level, and one was a scroll of darkness, 4th level.
Okay.
But they are in like a weird gobbledygook language, so it would have been very difficult to interpret those anyway.
This was the tablets that the snake lady had?
Yeah, I was asking whether there's...
Gotcha.
No, neither she nor they were actually plot relevant, per se.
As for... Sorry, I'm trying to go through I want to go through questions you guys have first, and then the audience questions.
Yeah, of course.
If they have any.
I want to know about oozification.
So, yeah, okay. Feel free to type these down in our Discord chat.
Sure.
There's a lot. For Aram's second question, which was, like, what did I change based on your actions? So, I'll just drag us back to the Plaza of the Feasting Fiend map, because that is the big one. So, yeah, this one was obviously very different. The idea is you go through each room, and they have, like, one tough guy and a couple, like, mooks. But you got most of those mooks outside the city through some neat stuff that you guys did. So seeing as how they were on high alert, all of the strong enemies were grouped together because they don't want to get got, and that's just kind of how I figured they would react. And then I made up that scene where they're sacrificing those guys outside. Normally the boss is just sitting right here in this room here with the thing. And he's just like chilling, and you walk in and he's like, "Oh, hello, and I'm evil," and then you kill him because dumb.
Oh wow! So we were very
normally
the first time he showed up when we were in this fucking closet and he came to the door to talk to us. I love that it was like they stop hitting on the door. Oh, what's going on? And then it's like, someone like walks up to the door. Oh, who is this? A friend or foe? And then Kiane, you just role playing as if you just go, well, and we're like, all right.
This guy's a bad guy. Fucking get him. Yeah,
before he's even said anything, on like the second, we just immediately know he's dead.
Yeah, seeing as how you killed most of his guys, and I added some more guys for that final part with the sacrifice, because it just made sense to have a couple more cultists there.
So were those NPCs people you just made up?
The NPCs, they are part of the story, kinda. The icons I grabbed from an icon pack, but yeah, so there was originally like 5 of them, so they were just like sort of a wandering exploration troupe. 2 of them were those ghost ladies in the jungle who died. They encountered, as they were coming through, they encountered Tummel Jabrin and his guys, and being an asshole, he was like, we're going to kill these 2 and watch the rest of you run away into the jungle, because those 2, and they're like elf ladies, were like their bodyguards. So they became ghosts, and you had to deal with that. They're much more deadly, not in the middle of the sun. I think they're like CR7 creatures, but because they were in broad daylight, they got 1 action each, or like they're like staggered basically. So they got pretty nerfed. There was another one who had already been sacrificed, and then there was those 2. Normally they are found in this room over here. If you just kind of go through this, like, each room one at a time, they're shackled up on the wall and they're like prisoners, and they can kind of tell you what's been going on. But that all turned out...
the one room we never revealed.
Oh.
The west central room.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a room.
We had the curse breaker just went running as soon as we got the curse breaker, so we didn't get to go in there.
This is also a place, LNOK brings up a good point. In the module, it does state that if anyone has died up to this point, if they want to make a new character, they are introduced in this room as a prisoner who's been captured previously. You can bust them out and they join the party.
Okay. You know what? I'll give kudos to Paizo for that.
Smart.
If you're gonna make a module fairly lethal, building in a place to bring in replacement PCs is a smart bit of design. Good job to them.
Yep.
Yeah, the DCC modules do that a lot because like they always expect you to be cycling through fucking characters.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these rooms were filled with more or less what you came across. These rooms up here were just full of cultists, but these are all the ones you blew up beforehand, so they weren't here. Basically, that's all there is to that. In this room down here, so way down here, I skipped this encounter entirely because I didn't feel like it would make sense to have it at this point. In this room, so that cultist leader has a son. And his name is Najira, or however you say that. He is, like, smacking lips with this lady who is a succubus. And they are an encounter you can deal with. I just had them not be there, because I feel like why would they just still be here after everything that happened? They went somewhere else. Who knows where they went? They're gone forever, maybe. And... They went
to hang out with the snake lady, and who the fuck cares?
Yep, who the fuck cares? Yeah, you were supposed to come into this room and see them doing any manner of whatever. They could have been just making out or, doing it. To keep it, because it's like a succubus, so, it follows all those rules. But I was going to keep it kind of PG. I didn't want to have a random sex scene in the middle of my game. So I was like, they would have just been, like, making out, and she would have been all enamored with him, because that's how succubuses work. They would have fought to the death. You could maybe try to persuade the succubus once this guy dies to, like, join you or to leave or something, because she can imprint on someone, and that's how all that works. But it's very likely she would have been like, there's no escape for me, because I was there in the jungle, I will be dead, so I will just fight to the death and die here. That's most likely what would have happened. You would have to roll like crazy high on your diplomacy for me to be like, yeah, you get a succubus friend now, and they're going to attach to one of you and, want to do stuff. So, no one probably would have wanted that. Yeah, stuff. Okay, so I believe that's...
stuff. Succubus! Haha, you are seducing my son.
Wendica, haha, you're fucking my brother! God. What else with this part? I believe it all more or less happened the same curse breakers in the same room. Normally he is guarded by two of those red devils, but you took care of all those guys already.
Someone, Rainbow Phase is mentioning that there's super lethal lightning trap on the curse breaker's chains.
Oh, was there? I might have missed that entirely. I might have. Let's double check. I might have just missed that, but he also had the key, so that wasn't like an issue.
Yeah, we needed the key. It seemed like
there are ways to get past it, but
it seemed like they really wanted you to do it with the key.
Yeah, you could have done any number of checks to try to get it to come off. Like I think Arcana or like the unlocking one. Let me double check.
So the one other element of like I really wanted to know whether this was in the module or not was how much of what ended up happening with the frogs was you just rolling with it, and how much was actually like this is a possible outcome that you should account for.
If you drug the frogs,
the frogs are just bad guys, and they will just kill you. They're normally like thugs and ruffians, I think, and they were just held up in there because they wanted to just squat down and make it their place. They're more like a gang or like thugs because they were kind of assholes to you guys before. But I thought it'd be kind of interesting that like if you guys didn't kill them or did something nice, then maybe. And I thought about because they're from this jungle area originally, and then I thought, well, if all of these demons moved in, it maybe forced them out, or they were influenced by some kind of demon like side effect energy, and it kind of just turned them into assholes, like the sort of like evil aura just emanating from the jungle might have done something like that. And I felt like that could be kind of a neat way to go about it. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, they can stay and help out, but otherwise you just kill them all. And you go up there, do the dance, figure it out, and everything else more or less happens like normal. And then, you would have had to fight all those guys with just the four of you.
That's ridiculous.
Considering how many... Okay, but so that part... is just formulated as like a gauntlet of combat encounters, right? But a lot of all the ones in the city, the way you set them up here, it was always like Oh, the frogs are like kind of already engaging this person. So is the idea just supposed to be those are all like unskippable mandatory fights if you're doing it normally?
Yeah, you just go through each room and clear them out. Maybe you could scare them away. You can, the flat, like, the default is you fight them all because they're jerks and they're going to try to kill you and they're like, you're in our turf, bitch, and they try to fight. But, like, you could have handled that anyway and maybe something different would have happened, which it did. But the way the book spells it out is you fight them and they die. Jesus. Nothing special or fancy. The module expects you to kill everything. That's the safest bet. Aside from like just talking encounters, you fight everything.
It's
my
Pathfinder, baby.
My other question for part 3. So was there anything other that we were supposed to do with the curse breaker than what we did? Because it seems like if they're intending for you to like stop and use medicine checks and stuff, 9 times out of 10, likely the curse breaker is gonna get away from you and just haul ass. And like, is there any kind of affordance for that? Like, if it runs ahead and just gets got, do you just lose? Is that effectively game over for the module?
Thankfully, no. So the way to get it to stop and chill with you is by making Arcana checks, which is what Tabitha did. Sort of able to communicate with it in that way. It is also very possible that it could have like ran way ahead of you, because it keeps going. Taking out the bridge adds a couple days because it has to go around that gorge. So if you guys still have your horses and carriage and whatever, you could, if you are at full speed for X amount of time and there's like a little bit of math involved, you can beat it back. But if it gets back like way before you, there's a good chance that they just smash it up a bunch. And what you're supposed to do then is just take the pieces of the curse breaker, put them on the pedestal, and do the dance, and it works anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's
not terribly obvious. That's something you guys would have to try or figure out.
I mean, with that logic, why wouldn't the bad guys just like break off its head and then throw it in the ocean and be like, all right, there's literally nothing they can do now. We don't have to carry the whole thing back.
So that's another thing. As all of this shit was going down, that lady, that second in charge, was still trying to sort of figure out how all that worked. She didn't get all the details from her boss, I think. So she was in there sort of investigating the ruins and seeing how it all worked. You guys had figured it out already, the dance and how all that works, but she was still like, what's the deal with this and how does it work? They also had no reason to think the curse breaker was coming back because it was shipped back. They also probably wanted to bring it back later to sort of like, oh, we're here to save the city, go curse breaker, and they would have like figured it out later.
Yeah.
So they can be the heroes.
Exactly. That was more or less their whole plot. The Aspis Consortium isn't necessarily a bad guy faction. They're just a multinational like business trading organization. They're very big. They have like their own kind of army. They're like absurdly huge. They're everywhere. So, but there are some bad eggs in there who'll do like some shitty shit
they're
for money.
Themed, so they're suspect by default.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but by default they're not. I think they are. I think their alignment, if I look them up, I think it said like neutral evil. But they're capitalists, I guess. So there you go.
Fair
enough. For money.
Chula asked, what all your plans were with regards to the Tavin becoming an ooze thing.
Yep.
I planned on one of you probably getting got at some point. Yeah. When Tavin started insulting the cult leader's bad guy, I was like, it's Tavin. They're going to go after Tavin and try to kill him. There's a chance he could have survived, with how dice rolls and bubble luck could have gone. It would have only worked for one of you. So if anyone else died after Tavin, that would have just been too bad, so sad. That is all the power that your very distant ancestor had to give you the sort of one chance. You all would have become different oozes, though, in that fight. I believe I didn't have them all exactly planned out. I had a few options, but Tavin, I definitely wanted to be the black pudding. The other options were the gelatinous cube. There's it's called the Verdurous ooze. It's the ones you found in the caravan house. Actually, I should be able to just.
Was it that red one that?
Not the red one. It's like the green one. Let me put you guys actually on the token page. I can just show you.
Hey.
So yeah, so here's everything. Oh. Here's everything.
Oh, wow.
So the ooze options were, so you could have turned into this one. It's like the little green one that had like the sleep effect, and there was 2 in the room where you guys found the box full of jewels that activated the curse. You could have been that. You could have been the gelatinous cube, or you could have been one of the ochre jellies. I wasn't going to have anyone turn into the fuming sludge. I don't know if you can see the names, but it's this one right here. The one that Tumble Jabrin had turned into. But you guys could have turned into any of those oozes and wreaked havoc for a short amount of time.
What about the moss one? And so you said it was randomized?
I mean, that's not something that happens in the module, just something I thought of. But
yeah,
I had them all on the GM layer on that page, and I would have just picked whichever one I thought was fine in the moment. But then I wanted Tavin, if he died, to be the black pudding, because it just seemed cool and fitting, and, you know,
thing. I'm a little curious. So, obviously, the player characters getting cursed was sort of, like, accounted for, and yeah, in the module. What all does the module actually say with regards to, like, tracking when and how people get affected and, like, who you've interacted with, like, for terms of, like, spreading it to named NPCs?
I will show you. So, the Slithering is like a level 15 curse, DC 37 fortitude save. Non-humans can't progress beyond a stage 1. It's stage 1... it takes 1d6 times 10 minutes for it to take effect. You have no symptoms, but anyone who touches or is touched by the carrier skin-to-skin contact must save against the curse in 1d4 days. Stage 2, target dies and transforms into an ooze with a level no greater than blah, 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 blah. So that's showing up for you guys? Wait a minute.
Because
it's GM notes. Why? Okay, hold on. I'm going to copy all of this into the main part. I brought up the Slithering curse and it's nothing. Hold on.
What happens if goodness forbid you are a human? I believe this module actually
tells you
don't play as a human.
Yeah,
don't play as a human.
Of that's problems that would immediately arise.
Yeah, there is no way you would be able to save against. Wait, why is this? Hold on. Edit.
Yeah, there's probably some Giga chat out there who's like, I like to play the Slithering on hard mode. We do only human party.
Okay, there we go. It should show up.
We all
died. You guys see it all now?
Yeah.
There we go. So that's how the Slithering works. Those are its specific stats. It is nasty.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you're a human, you get the curse and die.
Okay, I see.
I think this adventure came out. Yeah, I think this adventure.
So once you were turned into an ooze, you were technically dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
And when the curse breaker goes off, it kills all the oozes. They're just gone.
Gotcha.
Everyone in the city.
I see, and it says Rainbow Face says if you crit fail, you transform immediately, which I guess would explain why some people just turned into oozes in the middle of going about their normal business, and some people like got bopped and just immediately turned into oozes.
Yep.
Okay.
Most people crit fail because they're just regular schmoes, and that is a DC 37. So regular people on the street do not have good enough fortitude saves to save. They'd probably critically fail. So.
I see.
All right.
Let's see.
I think that's all of my questions.
Yeah, that's about what I got.
Will, did you have anything?
Nothing immediately comes to mind.
Sorry, go on. I thought of one, but I'll wait for other people to have a chance.
Yeah, I'm just assuming that like all this other shit are just like things that we could have run into on the road.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You ran into most of these things. I think the only thing you didn't run into is the stone mauler here.
And this guy here doesn't look familiar, or these centipedes.
Yep, you avoided those. The stone mauler is in the Archive of the Sun, but you didn't explore that part of the Archive of the Sun. It's a part 3 monster. I think the Aspis hid it there as like a trap thing. If you go into here, photos back on that map, so you can visualize.
Also, I couldn't help but notice that there's apparently a like 8-armed squirrel.
What? Hold on, I'll have to go back to that. The stone mauler is over here.
Oh, haha! We were pretty close.
Yeah, it would have been just in the ground somewhere, and it would have come up and got you.
Huh.
Let's see. I believe. Let me see. On this map,
It's all black.
No. Hold on.
No.
No. Fog of War. Get out of here.
No.
Oh yeah, this place.
There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, at this caravan house, the wood golem was just a wooden statue standing over here. You guys didn't go in this room, I don't think, or maybe
sure
you did.
didn't.
Sure
I
did.
think we didn't because we found this guy and clearly got the plot hook, and
You sure
every
did.
new room in this place it had
Was
some new
bad,
fuck
yeah.
you, so we just left.
And
this room-
it seems that we made the correct decision because there was a new fuck you in this one.
Yep, this room had a wooden golem, and it had a gray ooze. This room here, if you looked in the wrong barrels, you'd have been swarmed by millipede swarms.
Cool.
Which aren't super bad, but they're annoying and
No, it's a
little
swarm of millipedes. It's the worst thing that we could have possibly encountered.
yeah, these big and they're big. So it's like those. This gray ooze was here. This wood golem was up here.
Yeah, that's the one that causes sleepiness. Yeah.
That was the one. That's these ones over here on the far. God, it won't let me do anything. Hold on. Far right. These ones over here. I think they have the same icon, but they have different names and different
a different color background. I see. Those ones have a blue background. This one has a gray background.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the gray ooze. I don't think you guys ever fought a gray ooze, so I don't know what those do offhand.
Okay.
The wood golem would not have attacked you if you're wearing those Aspis Consortium badges. It would just be like, oh, you're cool.
Right.
It's like a security guard. So it's useful for subverting a couple little things like that. Also,
Except,
the air guy thing in here.
Did we get any badges before we came here? I thought this is
We
where
had-
we found the badges.
Yeah, it's where we found some, and then we made more later.
Yeah,
What were the
where
badges
else
even
could we have
used
picked them up
for?
before coming here?
Trying to remember. I want to say nowhere.
Ah.
But I'd have to double check because it's been so long I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's hysterical.
Well done.
What were the badges used for entirely?
They're just
It's
rank badges. Yeah.
They're just they disable some problems here. Though they
Gotcha.
disable the golem, and apparently the invisible fucker wouldn't have
Attacked
spawned on us if we'd been wearing them.
I want to say
But-
maybe you could have gotten it ahead of time. I
But-
don't remember where exactly.
That's... Why would you do that? What is
Rainbow
the
Phase
purpose?
says the answer is basically nowhere, D. So I guess you kind of have to sequence break a little to get them.
So
Yeah,
it
or
seems to
something.
me that we would have had to just enter through a different room because there were
Yeah,
a few
I guess
different ways
if
you
we'd
could
come
go
in here
Yeah.
and gone straight left and picked them up and put them on, then we wouldn't have had to fight the invisible guy in here,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah.
Correct. Because this is all security stuff. But if they see you wearing the badges, they're like, oh no, they're cool. They're that's how you subvert some of that stuff. You got the badge.
I have another question I remembered, which is how is the random encounter Shabingus for part 2 structured? Because you were rolling, and we kept rolling for encounters, and then at a certain point, at the start of some session, it was like, well, it's been, like 3 days out of the 7 you have to travel, and then you were just like, and you get there. Was that you
Because we
deciding?
rolled everything.
So it's kind of I didn't at the time I didn't know how random encounters worked. It doesn't say that they're random encounters. It says it takes 9 days to get to Zatramba. It says the following encounters occurred during the journey through the jungle to Holy Zatramba. The GM can place these encounters in any order, but no more than 2 encounters should occur during the same day of travel. If the PCs haven't managed to reach 6th level before starting this part of the adventure, you can provide more of these encounters along the way so that they reach 6th level before entering the haunted city. You can look through these books and find more stuff. So it was up to me, I guess, and I was like, let's roll! And I probably could have did the rolls a little bit differently in hindsight. But yeah, the answer is it's up to me and what order you guys fight them in.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And I just did them in the listed order.
Yeah.
There was the haunted campsite with the floaty ghoul skeletons. There was the bridge with the... Oh, man, you want to know how tough those dragons were? Those dragons on the bridge? Let's see.
It was like CR7, yeah? Like,
Mhm.
God.
Each one. So that's 7, 14, 21 total.
Jesus.
Which is some bullshit. And it doesn't tell you how to deal with that. It's just like, here's the issue. Figure it out.
Yeah, because, like, Tabitha was one shot. Like, instantly we were at a huge disadvantage because half of the combat was we have to pick Tabby up and put her on the cart so we can leave.
I'm sorry, they're creature 6, so 6, 12, 18. Still bad.
Even still,
because one is an issue, and they have a lot of nasty abilities I forgot to use. So thankfully, otherwise you all probably would have died. But yeah, there sure is 3 of them in that encounter.
Yeah, because like the way CR works in Pathfinder is that you take a CR 6 monster to fight a party of level 6s. Like that's just a fair shakeup. But the moment you add 2, it becomes a CR 12 encounter, which is fucking bonkers.
No, it doesn't.
That's correct.
They don't. Well, I don't know how it works in Pathfinder 2. In Pathfinder 1, 2 CR 6 monsters does not equal CR 12 encounter, but it is 1 is supposed to be like a moderately challenging encounter, so 2 would be a hard encounter, and 3 is definitely in the territory of you should run.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to look into how that works specifically, but at this point I was just following it.
Yeah, Banthor is right. There was definitely a surprising amount of enemies just getting a single crit and slapping all the HP clean off whoever is in front of them.
Yeah.
Boy.
All it says about that part is says the bridge itself is safe, but a group of predators recently moved into the area. 3 jungle drake siblings lurk in the foliage and are eager for a quick meal.
Oh, they were siblings. Well, that's all right.
Well,
they wait until an opportunity to gain an advantage against the PCs present itself. For instance, as some of the PCs split off to check the other side of the bridge, while others wait at the wagon before commencing their attack. They don't group up and attack a single individual, but instead spread themselves and attack different members of the split party.
Yeah.
Which I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Point is, they're really nasty, and like 1 would have been a challenge for you guys. What are their stats? Let's look.
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
I think Pathfinder 2, from what I can tell, has a real hard time figuring out how much damage or accuracy level a creature should have, because holy fucking balls! Like
Let's see.
Everything was minimum 20 damage. I'm like, this is a third of my health.
Yeah, they have AC 23. They have 90 hit points each. They're immune to disease, being paralyzed, poisoned, and unconscious. They have a Fang and Stinger Strike. Those are at a plus 17. Yeah. And the Fangs are 2d10 plus 7. The Stinger is 2d6 plus 7, plus Drake Venom. And then they have shit like Draconic Frenzy. The Jungle Drake makes 1 Fang strike and 2 Stinger strikes in any order, and that takes 2 actions. So they get 3 actions, they get 3 attacks for 2 actions. And then they have their speed. They can do a speed boost, they can spit venom, they ignore difficult terrain in the jungle, and they have their Stinger Venom, which just makes things harder. So yeah, I don't know what they expect.
For 2 actions. So yeah, my beef with that is I think I said this at the time, but I'm okay with an encounter that's like, oh, we should run. Like, that can be an interesting challenge, and it helps keep you on your toes and make it so, you have to think tactically more than just assuming you will always be able to face roll everything. Like, that in principle, totally fine with that. But that is formulated as an ambush encounter. If those things have a special thing that's like 3 attacks for 2 actions, what makes them think anyone is gonna be alive after taking 3 attacks at plus 17 for that amount of damage with extra like poison and shit on it? That's the part that baffles me.
It does apply multiple attack penalties, so they are less. Basically, you make your 3 attacks, but it only costs 2 actions to do it, and then you could like move. But you still, you do your first one, and then minus 5, and then minus 10.
Okay, all right, that's
and then
like
you can move after that.
Slightly more reasonable, but like plus 17's pretty much it's close to an auto hit against a low AC character, and still gonna hit like 70% of the time against a higher AC one at that level. So like, I don't know. I think if they wanted to do an encounter like that, I would have done it as, like, when they're halfway across the bridge, these things rise up and, like, attack them from behind, and it's oh shit, like, can we stay ahead of them and, like, throw up obstacles and maybe get 1 to split off and fight it? Like, that I think would be more interesting than just, surprise, assholes, they're right on top of you immediately.
Yeah, the way I tried to do that was, like, it clearly needs to be some sort of escape, so I had different roles for, like, moving and getting the horses to go and, like, all that stuff. I'm trying to remember exactly how I did it, but it became very much let's get across the bridge and then cut the bridge and then they all fall and die, which is what I figured what happened
they all
after a minute.
die? I thought they were like off the bridge anyway with like giant necks or something attacking us.
I believe they all fell to their death. They all fell, and they weren't an issue anymore. Maybe they survived. I didn't account for that. There's no, like, we'll come back later. It's just like, they're gone.
To be fair, Aram, you could say you alerted them ahead of time with Tabby's Tiny Dino. I mean, I guess, except when Kiane read out the description, there didn't seem... The presumption seemed to be they will know the party is there, and they will ambush them.
Yeah,
and
I mean, nothing happened to the dinosaur. Like, it just... Nothing happened. Like the dinosaur just, I didn't learn if it.
Well, it just wandered away and got was what happened.
Yeah, it got. That was to tell you that there was something out there, and it.
Yeah, but the whether or not you actually get ambushed is just down to can you roll a bonkers high perception? Because we rolled pretty good, but still got ambushed.
Their stealth is stupid high. It's
I'm sure. It makes sense. It makes sense for for how they want to set the encounter up, but it's very punishing.
They blend in very well. Yeah, their stealth is 14.
Rainbow Phase says, fun fact, the wood golem has a 2-action attack that hits up to 4 people with no multi-attack penalty applied.
Oh,
I'm glad we didn't go in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
This is a module. This is a module.
Right. Sometimes they're really hard, and sometimes they're not.
This is the rare module that I think kind of makes milestone leveling feel bad, because there's a lot of... most of the dungeon design in this is every room has enemies, or virtually all of them. And so it really, if you're not getting experience per thing killed, you're really discouraged from exploring. It's like, find the critical path as fast as possible and look at nothing as you go.
Yeah, and in hindsight, I'm curious to see if I did it by leveling with XP, because it's way easier than it used to be. It used to be like, no, you're at this level and it takes this much XP to level up. Now it's every 1,000 you get, you level up. And it calculates based on, how strong they are compared to you, you get this much experience. It's not like this enemy always gives this amount of experience. Okay. So I feel like it's a lot easier than it used to be. So the next time I run an adventure like this, I will be like, let's keep track of XP, because I think you guys might have leveled up sooner than you did, and it might have made things easier, but I don't know for sure. I have to go back and look and figure all that out, which I'm not going to do. But
what's your dex plus armor bonus before magic and without proficiency? If you're asking us, like the player characters, at the end of this module, so at the highest level I was, without proficiency, my proficiency is 9, so my AC is 25. So without proficiency, it would be 16. I'm assuming, are you denied proficiency when you're surprised or something? That's what I'm going to assume is the point of that question.
Oh, no.
And it was lower in the second part, because proficiency went up. There's no fun puzzles, really. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, there's not really any puzzles.
The closest thing to a puzzle in this module was that door, and the puzzle was get... Oh, okay, actually, new question. Was the combination for that door written down anywhere, or were they really like, press these 3 buttons in a random order until you get it right?
No, the idea is you would... Oh, yeah, the explosion door.
Yeah.
You could have made, like, a check to kind of figure it out, like, to understand how the mechanism works. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, good luck. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, good luck. It's not written down anywhere.
Okay.
The only person he needed to know that was the snake lady, and she knew it, so...
she's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as you come from the other direction, at which point there's no reason to open that door.
Yep, you could have just come in through the other way.
Jesus fucking
Let's
Christ.
see. If no one else here has any questions, I want to take some from... Yeah. I've sort of missed...
I think I'm done, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any other questions.
I've been watching... I haven't really seen any that I haven't addressed, but chat, now is your chance if you have questions we haven't talked about yet.
To ask a question. Scroll up and see. Would you guys be interested in doing more with this crazy family? I did float the idea, and the answer is yes. Maybe not until next year, though, to be honest. There's a lot of other stuff I want to run. There's other things I have to work on. I do have an idea for a homebrew or homemade Pathfinder 2e adventure I want to make eventually, and I think maybe they'd be a good fit for that, or it could be just for something else. But yeah, in the future, I would love to run for this party, this specific group again.
I do really
'Cause
like
I
this
like these
party, but
characters.
I think it would be too much if it was a constantly running campaign, and some of the interactions would get old.
It definitely wouldn't be constantly running. My idea for the future is, well, you guys are on your way to your parents' birthday party. Maybe a few things happen on the way. You're not swept up in some grandiose whatever, but like maybe just some neat stuff happens. And then you get home and it's like, surprise, happy birthday. And maybe there's some fun stuff at the birthday party.
Yeah.
Poor siblings. They just want to go see their mom and dad. And they're like, God damn it, fucking vampire.
Really just... Yeah, no, it's so funny how it came out of nowhere in universe where we're like, hey, I was told you're the guy we should talk to about getting a nice chest of drawers. Ah, wonderful. Nice to have customers. Well,
That's exactly what happened. So yeah, so you guys are here in Keyboy. I believe you all said you were from kind of like this north desert area by the coast.
Yes,
you weren't like way the fuck up here. You're kind of close to the inner sea, I believe.
I believe we were from Thuvia, and a couple of people are living in different areas.
Yeah, I mean,
like right now, Albrin and Wendica are living in Daruma.
Yeah.
One of my favorite DCC modules opens in a similar way, where all of the party are playing guests who have come to a wedding, and right as the husband is about to say "I do," Ant-Men come out of nowhere and just start killing people, and players who are all playing wedding guests just get up and start grabbing shit to start fighting the Ant-Men.
Holy shit!
But my idea is, if you guys are here and you're trying to get to, maybe let's say they're in Marab or something, or just one of these other cities up here.
We were in a larger city on the coast. I believe.
Probably Marab. Then I feel like that's the easiest one. That's because that's like a capital, I believe. So assuming they're up there, it wouldn't take that long. You're not traveling across the world. You're just going from here to here.
35 feet. I could get that one
35
turn.
feet. That was pretty good. You're already home. But like maybe an adventure or two could happen on the way, and then maybe there could be an adventure that's just the birthday party, and that would be fun. And then it would end like that. I don't know how many of those I would do or how often I would do them, but it'd be something I would do like once a year, maybe. I don't know. There's other stuff I want to run. It depends on what ideas I have. Maybe one or two adventures on the way, and then the birthday party adventure. Maybe, and those will happen later. It's a long time, so. I have no plans to run any adventures with this party anytime soon. There's a few other things I want to work on, but eventually.
It's a question from Cobalt Flight Rights. I noticed that a lot of the enemies use piercing weapons. Is the difficulty supposed to lead a PC turning into the ooze person and gain resistance to that damage type, aka it becomes easier when you die?
Hold on, I'm sorry, what?
They're asking whether the module expects someone to die and become an ooze morph so that they take less damage from piercing weapons, and that's why they gave all the enemy piercing weapons.
No, if you're an ooze morph, so the way to become an ooze morph is just at character creation. You can make yourself an ooze morph based on some experiment or something gone wrong, and now you're an ooze morph, and that's just something you do at character creation. But I thought it was a neat thing that if they sort of survive their ordeal of becoming an ooze, they become an ooze morph. Because I thought that's something that's introduced in this adventure, and it's not in any other book. I can maybe show that off a little bit. Let me find the document for that. Is it under... Nope. Is it under Adventure Toolbox? Yes, it is. I think I've already shown it off before. But yeah, no, you can just play an ooze morph if you want. You're just part ooze, and you get certain... racial feats. There's, the ooze morph dedication, and you get things with that. Like you get a +2 on reflex saves to avoid being engulfed and to escape after being engulfed. You take a penalty to diplomacy against animals and humanoids because they think you're weird.
A weird guy.
There's some other stuff. It's really just like feats you get. They're like racial feats you can get. You can get hideous ululation. Your throat has multiple separate chambers that can give your voice an eerie echo. You can clearly be heard at distances up to 300 feet, regardless of ambient sound, although your voice doesn't penetrate a magical silence effect. You can just be loud.
Huh.
You can... This one's a little gross. You can melt your eyes. If someone is doing an eye spell at you, you can be like, nope. You can liquefy your eyeballs to save against that effect. I think you get, like, ooze empathy. Like, if you're really going into ooze, you can connect with oozes on a rudimentary level, so you can kind of, like, chill with oozes. You get rubbery skin. You gain resistance to bludgeoning damage equal to 2 plus the number of class feats from the Oozemorph archetype. You can get a climb speed, I think, or you get, like, climbing because you can suction to the walls. You get a bunch of weird stuff for being an ooze. If you go all the way, I think the final one is at 14th level, and you get this. So yeah, you can just make an Oozemorph in any old Pathfinder game, and it's fine.
Ooh. I will remember this.
Let's see, would I recommend this module? Gosh, maybe. It depends, because, like, the thing with D&D and Pathfinder modules is I feel like they expect you to die. They always seem, like, kind of tough. I know the way we normally run our adventures, like, I don't know how often people die in the adventures we run, like, as far as party characters go.
Not
like,
terribly.
No.
Like, never. So... But I think in Pathfinder and Dungeons & Dragons, that thing is sort of expected, especially early on. Like, there's a very good chance your character can die, and you gotta roll up a new one. So I think it's played with that in mind. So I think if you do want to play it as is, maybe nerf some of the enemies, maybe take a couple out. It depends on how badly you want your party to live. You could just play it just totally straight, which is what I did my best to do. And, maybe they all die, maybe they don't. That's just part of the game.
I skipped this question by mistake. What was your favorite character to play, Kiane?
Favorite character to play, and
the NPCs.
Yeah, there's not that many characters to play, and they're not around for very long. I guess if I had to pick a favorite character to play, was the cult leader, because he was kind of evil and fun.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought of Negan from The Walking Dead when I was playing him. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do that, but just be like a cocky asshole. Well. Comes out with a baseball bat. Yeah, he was fun. Botsalon was a struggle. I'm not used to playing as a racist. Shocker. But it was like, I was like, oh, what do racist people say? I don't fucking know. Elves are sucking dumb. Ugh. Like, I don't know. I don't watch
fuck
Fox
you too,
News.
buddy.
I don't watch Fox News, but yeah, the cult leader, whose name I've already forgotten. The cult leader was my favorite character to play as.
Oh yeah, what you're not ready and always ready to spout off the name of Nyamat Mshwe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nyamat. They all have crazy names that I can't say, but I don't know. So yeah.
Well, should we take a look at fan art?
Yeah.
Let me double check for any more questions.
Of course.
Kiane, do you want to play a PC in a Pathfinder 2 game sometime? I would love to play in a Pathfinder 2 game sometime, but someone else has to run one, so that's what I would have to wait for.
Yeah.
Pathfinder 2 looks like a lot of fun to play, and maybe one day I will. But until then, I'm fine with just running the game.
Yeah, I got to say I liked Sorcerer a lot. I thought Sorcerer was very, very fun. I need to pick my spells a little smarter, it seems, because I use the same
It's your
one.
first time.
Yeah.
So.
But I like the class
learning
itself.
experience.
I think I do appreciate actually not having to think during combat when I don't really care for combat that much. So Monk has worked out well.
Yeah, that's the thing people should know is like if you're not a big fan of combat, just pick a martial class because you're going to do the same thing every time, and you're likely going to be super efficient in some capacity.
So funny. If you're not a big fan of combat, pick a martial class.
The guys who are good at combat.
And then I can just fucking like zone out when it's not my turn for the most part, and it's fine.
So that was really funny when Kiane was like, oh well, he meets your AC exactly. So you can use that to your crane flutter, right? And then you like didn't say anything for a couple seconds, and then you just kind of like laughed in the background.
Yeah. I was looking at something. I was looking at something else. I will be completely honest.
So funny. It was like because it seemed like it sounded like you'd said like yes, that's right. like, I can do that, but then deliberately weren't saying whether you were going to.
All right.
Oh God!
One more. What was
My
that
brain
bard's...
has been elsewhere today. I apologize.
I'll take this as the last question. The halfling's build, the lady you just defeated, I think she's a bard. It doesn't say what her class is, but she's a spontaneous spellcaster, and she has a couple spells that seem like bard spells. I should just read off what spells she has.
Does it break down what
Badass
her
bard.
AC comes from? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, whoa, this is like a full spellcaster with like 28 plus AC. She had +1 studded leather armor, which sounds like it would give maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, her dex is at a +4. Her dex modifier is +4. It doesn't say how. I want to say it doesn't say how trained in the armor she is, because that affects it. Like if you're a legend in armor, then that like skyrockets that like crazy.
Yeah.
So there's 4. I don't remember how much leather armor gives you by default, and then we add 1 to that. But her AC was 28. So she is very nimble and dexterous. Here are the spells she had. Her focus spell was counter performance, which is why I think she's a bard, because she can counter performance. She has some like performance-based spells. Yeah, she's a spontaneous spellcaster. She has certain numbers of spells per days. Her cantrips were Daze, Detect Magic, Guidance, Light, Prestidigitation, Dirt of Doom, which was that ring of Frightened you guys were in. She has Inspire Courage. Her other spells, she has Command at 5th level, Illusory Scene at 5th level, which is what you guys had to deal with. Illusory Scene is kind of neat, because you can just make a scene, and it just plays it like a movie, but in real life. They just do what you tell them to do, and they do that. It like repeats every minute of real time. So you could have like a scene of 2 guys fighting, and they fight each other for a minute, and then it resets, and they do it, until the spell is over. She did indeed have Phantasmal Killer at 4th level. She had Soothe at 4th level, which is just like a minor healing spell. She had a Vampiric Touch at 4th level. She had Fear at 3rd, Paralyze at 3rd, Magic Missile at 3rd, Hideous Laughter at 2, Invisibility at 2, Touch of Idiocy at 2, Alarm at 1,
fun.
Charm at 1, and Unseen Servant at 1st as well.
God.
She could do 3 1st-level spells a day, 3 2nd, 3 3rd, 3 4th, and 2 5th. So she had some options. She also has a fun ability called Feign Harmlessness. Paga or Pega cringes and cowers before a creature within 10 feet that can see her. The target must attempt a DC 28 will save. The target is then temporarily immune for an hour. If it's a critical success, there's no effect. If you succeed, the creature is fascinated until the end of its next turn. Failure, the creature is fascinated and can't use hostile action against her until the end of its next turn. Critically fail. As failure, and the creature isn't temporarily immune to feign harmlessness. So you can just be like, oh, poor baby, if you fail, and then she can, like, fucking get you. She had the Slime Whip, and she had daggers. She has Halfling. Oh, I didn't think about using Halfling Luck. Oh, it didn't really come up. Halfling Luck just lets you reroll.
He rolled fine. It just, she had a shit ton of people wailing on her, and not an absurd amount of health.
Yeah, she had 100. I want to say like 115 hit points. She was boss beefy.
Well, should we get that fan art?
Yeah, let's get that fan art. That's the last question.
Yeah, we have an Imgur from Giving Tree. So thank you very much. This helps us a lot. At the top of the pile from Giving Tree. I was looking respectfully, being turned to stone.
The fun thing about those Medusas, they don't turn you to stone immediately. You get slowed, and then after that, if they really look at you and you fail a Fortitude save, then you're turned to stone. So you have like a little bit of time before you're just insta stone.
So is the intention of those Medusas in the room that they're gonna like start turning you so that they can bargain with you and then like turn you to stone if you refuse?
Yeah, I checked what was supposed to happen. So I was like, let's see what happens with these guys. And it's like, yeah, they found out that this particular faction of the Aspis Consortium orchestrated this whole thing, and they're not really cool with that. Like, which implies that not everybody knows that's the plan. As far as they know, they're just going to save the city and take the credit for it. And they're like, yeah, we're not about like orchestrating a murder. We'll save the town and take credit, but that's like a different deal. So they're like, yeah, no. It says that if there is fighting, they will just sit in there and wait until it's done and then leave. They will not come out of the room. They will only fight you if you start fighting them first.
Huh.
So that's nice, because I was like, dang, that's really mean. Are they really just here to kill him? And it's like, no.
From Giving Tree, creatures in the area take 10d6 damage. Move, I'm gay.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, if you critically hit that thing,
One
of its if it's critically hit, one of its like tanks explodes, so it unleashed all of that electricity. But if it got to keep fighting, it would not have been able to use any of its electricity. So that's like kind of how you get rid of some of that stuff. Otherwise, it just injects you with different things. I have to roll on a table. You take certain kinds of damage depending on what I roll. Most of it's really nasty, but you killed it before I did anything, so that's fine.
Thank God. From Giving Tree, featuring Pogger's Neko-chan.
My job here is done.
But you didn't do anything.
What?
I just died.
This is how it
I got promoted and died.
From Lesser 2020, Groongi, episode 12 to 13, one of the Frog Bros.
Named after his uncle.
Named after his uncle.
Keep his spirit.
From Lesser 2020, Boongi, episode 12 to 13. Now he can flex with his bro.
P dangerous frogman Boongi.
He's so dangerous. From Lesser 2020, Grishik, episode 2 to 13. He's been there when we need him.
Yep, he sure was trying to go through a redemption arc, but, well.
Boy, he died at the finish line, but he was also a slaver, so, like, fuck that guy.
I'm so sad that fucking Grishik and Boongi probably would have lived if that guy had taken, like, 5 more damage before he got it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Grishik's whole thing is that he was an ex-slaver, and he believed he was cursed because of it, so he was trying to do what he could to redeem himself in the eyes of whoever. He was trying to better himself as a person and not be like a bad guy. But, well, maybe he redeemed himself in the end, maybe not. It's not up for me to decide.
Yeah.
Actually, it is, according to my religion.
From Giving Tree.
Wait, I'm God?
From Giving Tree. Yeah, a little slap hand.
Right. That would have been really funny. Yeah, that slime whip is an interesting weapon. I'll be interested to see in the next adventure, if you guys remember you have it, who will wield the slime whip, if any.
Oh, I mean, probably Alfred or Albrin.
Alfred.
Probably Alfred.
Wow.
Batman's butler, Alfred.
Exactly.
He was here the whole time.
From Inexplicable Couchfire.
Alas, poor Groongi and Boongi. I knew them, Wendica. Fellows of infinite jest, of most excellent crits.
They sure did crit a bunch.
Those poor frogs. So sad. Thank you very much. From Zephyr Zers. Yeah, dice that don't matter when players roll. Dice that matter when players roll. Yeah. God. Just, boy, monsters were just fucking our shit up. But what do you do? From Lester 2020. These are liquid candy on my fingies. Oh, so I'm high.
Yeah, that thing just ejects you when it stabs you. And it would either do acid damage, lightning damage, fire damage, cold damage, poison damage, or it could give you a disease if you fail your fortitude save.
Yeah.
So, fucking nasty. Good thing I forgot to put it on the turn order at the beginning.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I might have got one of you. Real nasty.
I also wanna point out that Lester did in fact add the full-size googly eyes rather than the meager ones he was equipped with by his creator.
Pathetic.
I love that.
Excellent. Thank you very much, folks. And thank you, Kiane, for running this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yep. Thank you all for coming out. I want to give a few special thanks while I'm here. First, I want to thank the YouTube channel, How It's Played. It is just nothing but really good Pathfinder 2 info. Very easily explained. I watched a ton of those. The guy's just like, yep, here's how it works. I posted it in the Twitch chat for anyone who wants to watch his stuff. Give him a lot of support. He's great. I also want to thank LNOK in the chat for knowing the rules more than I did. So I'm glad they were able to help me out when I really needed it. I want to thank Six for the icons that give us.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have Six eventually draw the parents. One day we'll get to draw the parents, and it's going to be super cool. And I want to thank all of the players for playing. It was great having you all as always.
Yeah, I had fun.
I guess say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Goodbye.